Me fine. Rob, I think he's joining us via Parsec, but he hasn't said anything yet, so I don't think he's worked out how to join the chat. And now I have to strap myself in. The server is up, so you can all, has been for a while, but no one's joined. How are we all doing this fine Sunday? It's been nice today, so I've had the window open all day, so it's cold in here. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh, I
do not see any servers up beginning with L.
I'm your friend, and you should better join me that way.
No servers found.
Well, I'm on it. I wonder if I have to change which port. Because also I've rearranged which port, which IP address is.
Trying to join friend, server is not responding.
Okay, I shall be back in a moment, guys. You can just all watch the numbers. I will see if the machine I run the server on has changed IP address. It's possible because I have obviously rearranged my whole office, as you can all see. That is all different. So I'll be back in a sec. Just talk amongst yourselves.
WreckFest video from last week is up in my YouTube.
What one is that? I did watch one today, but I think that was from a couple of days ago.
The one with the symmetric falling off from the Hell Ride ramp.
Don't think I've seen that one. We got a link.
Guess I try to do that. Can we verify that Internet is hearing us? Self-listens test.
Right. That's mostly for Esmia. So the IP address of my computer is now 192.168.1. Sorry, .168.169. I can't edit where it forwards it to, and I can't copy paste the rules, and I don't know what the rules were. There's not a good solution, is there?
It's not good solution. We're hearing you twice because you're coming through on both microphones with a delay.
But that doesn't really help me. There's no way, because it's going to take me quite a while to reassign this. There's no way to just change the IP address of the machine on this router.
Can you not edit the rules?
Okay, I can edit the rules, but there's no way to edit the rules. I can just delete and replace them. The problem is I cannot copy paste the rules, and I can't even seal the rules. So I know the rule for WreckFest is 27015:27030. So I'd have to find them again. I'd like to just reassign the IP address.
You can't double click on the IP address and change it? What's the fuck?
I don't get how you have that UI with your router, and we've got the same fucking one, and mine's completely different. Like, what the fuck? Are you using some weird modified firmware?
So there's no way on this one though. I can tell this computer just to be 192.168.169 as it used to be.
Well, you can, but I think I'm able to guide you through that.
It's not on the client list. Administration. I'm pretty sure I thought I put static IPs with computers, but I'm a bit surprised that's happened. But LAN, maybe? sign list. There we go. 6, 9. Add. Right, there we go. /new. Right. Oh, that's when you get the same IP address. Wow, that microphone is awfully sensitive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should hit apply. So we go to that. Possibly, but it's the server. Brilliant. Right, bye. Right, did the stream come back up? Am I even on Discord? Hello, did the stream come back up? It says it did. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Is that a yes to the stream back up or a yes to hearing me?
I think you're not in Discord. You're transmitting, but I don't.
Keep talking. I'll keep talking.
Yep, not hearing anything now.
Of course. But the internet can. Great. So the internet can hear me, but Discord can't. And now?
Now I can hear.
Yes, now.
Alright, so what I had to do there was go into my settings menu, change nothing, and then come back out again. Good job, Discord.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Not even the on-off switch?
No, just in settings, back out again. Have you tried looking at the config menu and exiting again? Right.
Is there a way of turning the music off in game? I've got my music setting to 0 and yet I'm
Settings.
still hearing music. Yeah, it's turned off. I'm still hearing this horrible fucking punk rock music.
Settings. Sure it's on that? Are you sure it's not Discord? It's not just a YouTube video or playing on a random tab?
The master volume.
I'd set it to 10% instead of 0.
Well, 10% is nearly 0. Oh, this feels very loose. My goodness, how much weight have I lost since I was last in it? Okay. Oh, yeah, we're all in. Let's go. So, yeah, Jay, in answer to your question, or my comment, the Steam controllers are awful. They would be brilliant if every other controller in the world didn't have 2 sticks, but forcing you to use a touchpad rather than a stick. It's cool, but it's not a skill I'm prepared to learn. But gyro aiming is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. And again, if I hadn't spent I don't know how many years learning to do first-person shooters on twin sticks, I would recommend it. So yeah, don't worry about it. You missed out, but I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
I wanted to try the touchpad side of things. That was literally all I wanted to experience.
The thing is, on a first-person shooter, you wanna aim left, you wanna move left, so you just move the stick all the way to the left, and you know you've hit full movement. But on the pad, on a touchpad, a round one, how do you know when you've hit all the way to the left? The only time you know it is when your thumb leaves the pad, and by that point it's too late.
It does sound awful when you describe it like that.
Yeah, I suspect with a lot of practice you could.
Like a touchpad, like in a laptop touchpad. Yeah, I think if you think of it like a laptop touchpad, then I can't imagine wanting to play anything like that.
No, it's not, because
just play the touchpad rather than a mouse.
So it's not a laptop touchpad because it's not a mouse. So on the mouse, when you stop moving the mouse, your character stops aiming. But on a Steam controller, when you bring the pad all the way to the left, it's continuing to spin left. You are moving the virtual stick all the way to the left. So it's not the same. And as I said, I reckon you could get very good at it. And the gyro aiming is amazing, and I was really impressed.
Throwing is-
So when you
what
aim,
close to the
when
level
when you aim down sights in a game, you know you get more accurate aiming. You know you're looking down the sights of the gun.
Yeah.
When you're using gyro aiming, when you aim down sights, the stick no longer aims you. Instead, the tilt of the pad aims you. It is so good. So you tilt the pad left a bit to aim left. It's so accurate, so responsive. I was genuinely impressed, but not to the point where I'm going to throw away however many years I've got of first-person shooter pads. Why can I not catch up to bloody ice cream vans? So I said I need to keep a slight eye on my rig because I think there is a chance my motion rig will be slowly moving its way across the room because it's on a slightly different setup. So it's a different part of the house now, so it's not so noisy, I hope. But I didn't. I need to.
If we see you disappear off the screen.
No. It won't. What happens? I'll slowly move left or right over the course of a couple of hours. Is what will happen. The only thing is, I need to arrange myself a little table because I can't easily reach my drink.
I had the problem that when I used the trigger, I would rotate the controller slightly, and that would make the gyro aim off. I would always click under a thing that I was aiming for.
Yes, I mean,
Transmitting.
as I said, the problem I've got is I don't want to relearn everything. That's the real issue more than anything else. Ooh, hold on a minute. I don't remember this one.
Oh, hello.
New track.
Hello, is it? Okay, I'm going to put it on more laps because it's 12-second laps.
Bloody hell.
Wait, did we go? Where's the? So what? Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll put it on C's, and then we will go up from, and I'll increase the number of laps because that's this funny feeling. So there we go. Just the same as last time. Oh, I feel. Oh, I need to resync my physics, don't I? I am pleased about one thing with my motion rig though. I have one USB cable coming into it, one power cable coming into it, and one audio cable coming. I'm really pleased. Like I only have to plug in 3 cables to the rig, and I've seen people, you know, they have to run lots of cables up. Because I've got the handbrake, I've got the sound card, the keyboard, the steering wheel, the trackball.
Or you're using a USB hub.
Yeah, well, there's a hub on board, a powered hub, and then there's just one cable running in. So pleased about that. I have thought about getting another USB sound card on the rig, so I'm running one less cable. So I've got one sound card for the bass transducer, and then the onboard sound card runs the headset itself. I'm sitting at quite an angle, by the way, so I know how the track's going to start. I'm angled all the way over to the left.
Bloody hell.
This is going to be a wall of death. Oh, I've wrecked it a bit there, Blood Rose.
Grave of death.
Damn it!
Keeping things interesting.
Double damn it!
I'm going to apologise in advance.
Oh, why?
I'm running at 12 frames per second.
Oh, why? Oh, that seems like a you problem. The AI got Max.
I've got no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's like running everything in slow motion.
Oh. Blood Rose, that was beautiful. I was just behind you. You obviously were trying to take the touch the apex, and you're about 2 feet to the left of the apex, and just slowly roll on your roof.
I think I hit about every single car in this track, and we weren't even on it for just over a minute.
Yeah, let me get to 5 laps and Class Bs.
I can't remember what cars I had.
Well, I can't help you there. You've got the Kolob, the
The Zik. No, you can't use the Zik.
well,
Imagine racing in those. Bloody hell.
well, the only crossover we've got there is
You must be able to.
well, in Forza Horizon 4, you do have the Scout 800, which is awesome. Other than that, I don't think there's any crossover with these games. But yeah, I need a little table for my drink.
Power than me.
Well, that means you got less weight.
Right, with more, I got a lot more armor because everything's maxed out. That's fine.
Don't think of it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that one you were taking it very narrow. You were on the inside of every corner, so I couldn't. I could either take the race slowly, or not have a chance of knocking you out. And I did manage to just touch you, just not enough to send you into a spin. Yay! See, now I'm quite way back. This is fine. I nearly always start at the beginning, and I hate it. Out the way, Schalke. Out the way, Esmir. Out the way, Jay. Whoops. Bye, Jay. There we go. Finally. Oh, bugger. Shit. Hashtag not my best plan. Sorry, Jay, I couldn't hear you from your crash position on the inside there. No! Max has gone in front of me again!
I seem to be a bit cut.
No! Spin, damn you!
Wow, the AI just really has it out.
The AI just keeps parking up on the side of the level. So did you, to be fair.
Yeah, one pushed me out.
Yeah, as the old saying goes, never chalk up to malice what you can chalk up to incompetence. Oh no, my brakes are damaged. What am I going to do?
Decelerate. Use the handbrake.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Or
about
as my
that.
wife once said, I don't know.
Panic.
Seriously? Yeah, I'm like, surely you'd do something about it.
The thing is, if you're...
You have to have that braking.
Well,
I don't know what to do.
yeah.
Because you've got brakes all around the car.
I mean, engine braking is a thing, but if you're, you know, quite a high RPM, you're going to have to wait quite a while before you can downshift. Like if it was an emergency, just fucking jam it in, blow the engine. It's better to blow the engine than drive off a cliff.
Or blow the engine and save your life.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how.
If the engine blows up, is there a chance that the engine braking will cease?
No, if the engine...
Seize up more than blow up.
Yeah, the engine seizes, it will just stop spinning. Like, nothing will move. All the wheels will lock dead. Stuff will snap off your car in a spectacular way. But, importantly, you will lose speed about as quickly as you can. Like, you'll probably flip it and roll it, but if there's, you know, a cliff or something coming up, that's a better option than going, oh, oh dear. Or, you know, like in a film, you just keep stamping your foot on the brake going, why aren't I slowing down?
It's going to have more stopping you.
So I'm going to be clear, this is Class A. We are on 10 laps now. So the world record for this is 12 seconds.
So you're going to have to bear with me while I do some changes because I don't like this car. But it's not letting me add shit I want to add.
Well, you're at 3... Oh, no, there's no upgrades. There's no... Oh, you're on the Drag Slayer. Yeah, the Sandstorm has no performance, has no armor upgrades. So I suspect I'm going to...
Yeah, I didn't want to go full because that makes it a little bit under.
Yeah,
uncontrollable.
yeah, I suspect I'm going to regret this, but that's okay. It's we'll do a few. You ready, Jay?
It's telling me I've got to buy exhausts and shit, so you're gonna have to bear with me 2 seconds if you don't mind.
Schalke's got it up to
Can't believe I
340.
hasn't.
Schalke, did you take all the armour off that vehicle?
Not all.
That's
Might
good.
have kept to like a front bumper.
I wonder if the game actually does that properly, like properly works out where armour is and stuff. I suspect probably
How
not.
did you get that to that level?
What, the sandstorm or the road cutter?
No, the wingman. Like 250. How did you get that low?
That's easy. Just reduce the armor.
Increase the armour to make it low.
Oh, low.
He did say low.
Yeah.
You know,
Why would you enter a race lower? Mind you, the buck rows in a 238.
Lower does not necessarily mean worse.
yeah, lower just means faster in a straight, faster in a straight line and not much else. Armour will reduce your rating, but means you take less damage, but means you won't go for shit around a corner. Come on, we'll do a few. You can always mix and match. But I'm in the Sandstorm, which has got tons of go. Not as much as 340, but is 4-wheel drive. That's its thing. And I think I tuned it to be short throw. We'll see. Oh, Max is AFK. Oh no, there he is.
Talking to the wife at the same time as well. Yeah, just got a bit. Yeah, it's fine.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife, best prostitute in all Coventry. I know some people from Coventry and they're lovely, by the way. I just want to put that on the record. Oh my god.
Not all prostitutes.
Esmir is off. Oh, no! Now, if this one had a couple of ramps on it, it would be perfect.
The complete DNF, lots of DNF.
I believe all tracks should have an option of additional ramps on it. All of them.
Switchable.
Yeah, you can just switch them on. Yeah, oh. Fuck it! Well, if I can't win, I can at least go.
I'm leaning over like it's going to make any difference.
Sorry, what to make a difference?
Sorry. I'm leaning over like it's making no difference at all. Not, come on, lean in! Like, what are you doing? You can't affect the game by doing. Oh, fuck.
It does for me, if that helps you at all.
Yeah.
Leaning means I'm not hanging on for quite such dear life. But yeah, I know what you mean, though.
Feels like the right thing to do, though.
Yes, that was.
Oh.
Even with traction control off for quite a while, but now I'm starting to like actually realize how to counteract that. Like do it myself.
Yes, traction control's quicker than you are, though. That's its advantage. It will react immediately without having to pay attention to the sound.
Sound?
Well, yeah. How else would you when you watch the rev counter? How else do you know if you've lost traction?
Well, where my forward direction is pointing.
Yeah,
Also, the computer has more information than you.
it's too late by then, though.
I'm saying the computer has more information than you.
Well, it only
So it's
needs
got,
one,
obviously
which is
rotational speeds of
yeah.
the wheels and which ones are driving and that sort of thing.
yeah. But yeah, by the time that you've actually started to slip, it's too late. You know, you need to react very, very quick.
Unless one predicts it
Yes,
and knows how much it can be pushed
But-
before it starts to slip.
traction control, like ABS, is reactive, not proactive. So if you know how much you can push it, all you have to do is not push it that hard. And this is why I try to explain to people, ABS hurts my lap times, blah, blah, blah. Like, ABS only kicks in when you've already screwed it up. It doesn't stop you screwing up, it's already there. Wow, that's
want to mitigate some of the damage of your screw up.
Yes.
My wheels are so scrunched together I can't actually stay in a straight line now. I'm just doing donuts along the track.
Yeah, that's why I don't drive that one anymore.
It's all right on what's the tarmac one with the jumps? Eagle's Nest. We'll do that.
Ben,
Eagle Peak?
Eagle Peak, that's it. God.
I was gonna say Eagle's Nest. Isn't that a John Wayne movie? World War II John Wayne?
An awesome game on the Spectrum and Amstrad.
You're all old.
I also think it was a movie with Michael Caine in.
Maybe.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking of Where Eagles Dare. I'm sorry.
Yes, that I do remember.
I always loved that movie. Just admiring that
Wait.
castle.
Personal record 59 seconds. World record 51.662. Friend record 51.662. I know the person who's got the world record on this. Seems unlikely.
Yes.
Very unlikely.
No.
are you saying we are not good?
Yeah, pretty much.
What you see?
I'm just
Season going up or what?
we'll just leave it on 8 for the sec. We'll change it around.
I'm gonna go for.
It's a shame you can't see your personal best on this screen, isn't it?
If it was a thing where you could set your favourite.
Maybe under server
That's
info.
right,
No. I'm not sure why I can change the time of day. It just seems completely odd. Like, you can't make it rain, there's no effect. And you can't make it at night time, you can just have it at cloudy day, sunset and sunrise. Right.
Why have I not bought any of these fucking upgrades?
If you win a race, by the way, you get given a random upgrade.
That might be why I haven't bought them. I thought they was all locked.
A lot, but when you win,
To the system.
I think if you come first, you get given 3 upgrades, and if you come second, you get given 1. Just random, just a totally random upgrade for a random car. Keep saying, oh, you've got this, and I thought I was unlocking stuff, but I'm just being given it.
I mean, you can unlock the same thing twice.
No, you get given.
it the same thing twice.
I don't know, but they are the same bits I use on different cars, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. No,
Okay.
car. Fuck so. Oh no. I was doing so well, and Jay span out and took me out. I haven't said this in a while, but I just want to repeat it. I love this motion rig. I love it so much. It has all sorts of foibles and problems, and it's just so good. It provides all of those.
So geek's orgasm in hardware, isn't it?
Just well, as I said, I can't say, as I've joked, it's like you're being punished by the game. But like when I get spun out, I'm properly chucked about here. I mean, vibrating the steering wheel is all well and good, but it's just not quite the same. Like if you want a realistic, if you want to improve your lap times on a steering wheel, turn the force feedback off. Force feedback is not a good thing, it's a bad thing. You'd never want it to fight you. So it's the same thing with this, like slamming on the brakes, I'm having to fight hitting the steering wheel and then lean back and accelerate. It's awesome, and I love it. I'd love it more if I wasn't in 6th place, but can't have everything. The problem with this car is it's great, it's very light, good round corners, but it's hard to make other people crash. You have to hit them really hard. Yes! I'm also pretty sure almost without exception, you should tune all your cars with a shorter gear ratio. It's almost completely pointless having a longer one. Like, even in this car, I'm down 1 notch. I still haven't run out of... I haven't even hit top gear, I don't think, let alone run out of revs. Don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I should keep my mouth shut, shouldn't I? Oh, we've lost the J. I might get down another notch in the because I'm barely making it into top gear on this car, and this is quite a fast track.
You need to know in advance to tune it per track.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a fast track, and I'm still tempted to put it to the shortest gear ratio, therefore meaning that every other track is completely pointless to go longer. It just means you get more acceleration. You lose top speed, but I'm not hitting top speed, so it doesn't matter.
Right. So you hit that arm barrier thing.
I am closing on Blood Rose, but
Well,
not
what
quickly
about
enough.
that one that's like the one that the AI just can't do?
Well, that doesn't narrow it down. But like at the end of the straights, I'm about
This is so simple.
I'm about 6,000 RPM into 4th gear. I don't know if I've got a 5th. No, I don't have a 5th in this car. Oh god,
Or
someone...
you have to just steer right or left. So much simpler than having to care about maintaining
Sorry,
altitude.
Blood Rose.
Oh yes, thank you, Jay. I was wondering if someone's going to get taken out, but there's quite a lot of cross traffic. It might be simple, Schalke, but I notice you're quite a long way behind me. Whoa! Bugger! Take it back.
Yeah, because it's simple, there's pressure to do it very optimally, and small mistakes on it get pronounced. With the plane, if you can keep it in the air to the finish line, that's somewhat of a accomplishment.
Yeah, well, you say that, but you need to keep it on the track, I think. The AI hit me and just bled off loads of speed for the corner. I can't believe I got in front of Blood Rose and the AI took me out. And then Schalke, which is even more embarrassing. So yeah, this was a 5-lap race, which means that the AI are really making the crossroads dangerous by laps 4 and 5.
Backmarkers.
Yeah, like really dangerous now. I've hit several times the crossroad, so that's better. Oh yeah, I have a handbrake, don't I? I should probably pull out once in a while. No, Zebra. So I'm tempted after Eden's finished. I can upgrade this to a 6-directional rig, and that can then go up and down, left and right, and forwards and backwards. But this is 3-DOF, so it can go...
Why is Zebra not joining us?
Why is who not joining us?
Zebra.
I don't know. It's an open server. We're on the live stream chat. There's no password. More the merrier. I offer to Red Circuit. I'll offer every week. The more the merrier in this game. But yeah, you're quite welcome to join us, Zebra. We're just on the Steam version. It's just called LockDown LAN, or join your friends. So this is the first time I'm streaming with this new setup. Yeah, there you go. I just on level 35. I've unlocked the thing. So this is my first time on this setup, and it's all right, but I can't see the chat very easily. Well, no,
What are you doing next?
We'll do Triben Speedway, which is the one with the wild circuit on seas.
Oh. I was just wondering if I'd have time to finish getting those upgrades. I was about halfway through the list.
Oh yeah.
Well, the trick is, every time we go in, just do it a little bit. Apparently my friend has got the world record on this as well. I don't think it's
Yeah.
pulling in the world things at all.
Did it tell you which friend?
No, friends, best friends, 22.386. It's not true, is it?
That's pretty good.
No, that's that's the best. I think it's showing me the world record and then thinking it's one of my friends, or literally one of my friends is the best. But it doesn't tell me which friend. That's ridiculous.
On the friends list, it should.
It's Blood Rose, isn't it?
Well, maybe. I think she cheats, but like turn-in and apexes and racing lines and exit velocities and just sort of, I don't know. I think if you can get out in front, you can treat it as a racing game, and then you can really get away. But so when you're in the pack, you can't take the ideal racing line, 'cause it just leaves you open to being slammed about.
Until you get to a crossroad.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like that. Is it Motor City Speedway with the 270-degree loop? That was always good fun.
I can't decide if I want the little Thrasher or the Carbon or both. Most excellent vehicles.
I'm just continually sticking with the hearse because it's nice and heavy, and I can get my drift on with it.
Oh, this is the one with all the jumps, isn't it?
This is the one with the optional jumps. Yes.
Yes, the girl.
Oh, the option. Oh, okay.
Well,
If my throttle trigger on my Xbox controller is, even though it's been calibrated, it isn't activating the throttle until it's pushed about a third of the way in. Does that mean I'm not getting full speed in games?
Nah, probably not. Why is it knackered, or have you just got it configured to that?
Well, it was constantly engaged, so it wasn't shutting off. So I'd be sitting there and just cruise control.
I mean, you need to go to
So
controls.
I've done the calibration through Windows.
Yeah, but I mean, does this game have is it under advanced? Yeah, if you go to advanced, you can then hover over test throttle and then just press it and see at which point it hits full capacity. For me, I mean, my let's say my pedals are 3-inch travel. It's quite a long way from the end. My brakes again. Yeah, I've got to really push on the brakes to hit full, which is as it should be. And clutch. Yeah, clutch I've barely got a touch, which is about right for a clutch. Yeah, that's where I would check it. It's not dead zone. Yeah, I mean, I would never.
Do nothing.
Well, you have to hover over that menu option with the mouse cursor before it will show it. Don't ask me why. It's like,
Right, it's permanently set to third active, and it's reaching about 90%.
so it's your brake. Well, so you need to increase your saturation and your dead zone then, or get a new controller. Windows calibration hasn't meant a lot for a while because these things are digital. They're not just a potentiometer. Oh, gold! Wow. That's going to put a crimp on... Oh, right, I'm in 20th. I'm at the very back of the pack.
Well, I did put a short transmission and now I'm hitting the max points.
Are you?
Yeah.
Maybe on this track. I mean, in theory...
I don't know whether it's on the car.
I mean, I'm doing... I can't get into 4th. I mean, I can change up on purpose. But in this game, because of the nature of it, rapid acceleration is more useful than high speed. Because you do tend to have to slow down a lot. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes not. Going wide. I love that bit of the track. The chicane, when there's lots of other people involved, is great. No, too fast. I think Mr. Brutus Baker is Mr. Bread Baker, by the way. The yellow car. Oh, one of the AI lost its speed. Two of the AI lost its speed. Three of the AI. See, that's why I like doing more laps, because the AI are alright, but once their car gets a bit knackered, they can't cope. They just tend to wipe out. Even more so if
That'd be my issue.
you hit them hard enough. Well, you know, as I said, to win a race, one must first finish the race. Fortunately, in my case, I've just spent the whole time clawing my way back up the pack. So I did get to 5th, but I think that just puts me as the slowest human. Story of my life, that is.
Often Jay.
Was I in front of Jay? No, Jay beat me. No, Jay didn't finish. What happened? Oh, Jay did finish, okay. Well done, Jay.
Keep up, DJ.
Well, I'm sorry, you're telling me to keep up, Mr. 9th place.
That wasn't my fault. I had some fucking hurts.
That wasn't. No. You span out in front of me. There was. You were.
I did. I thought that was you.
I may have helped, but you had already started to spin.
You helped. Yeah, that's it.
I may have helped, but that just makes me a better person than you. Because have you not heard the parable of the Good Samaritan, Jay? That was me. Pretty sure I got that right.
Yeah.
And lo, he did spin out to the other car. And there was much rejoicing. I was kind of hoping Isolde would join us on his new internet connection that he's so happy with. So I can see his ping in the real world. So I'm going to go with even Blood Rose. Out of curiosity, what have you fiddled with the gear ratio if you left it at stock?
We go long.
Yeah.
Long?
The acceleration changes.
Ah, so you're trying to minimise the number of gear changes. Well, I've now gone to the shortest. I mean, on a real racetrack, at least for me, on the Impreza, I pretty much just go round the track. It's third, fourth, third, fourth, third, fourth. I don't touch first and second. I don't get into 5th either. But in this one, when I make a mistake, I need to get back and going as quickly as I can. And I think that's more my my issue. If I wasn't making any mistakes, I know what you're saying. But you're in the same car as me, so I'd be curious if that makes any difference. Yeah, how come you pulled away so much quicker? You've got the same rating as me, and I've got the shortest gear ratio. How is your car going so much faster than mine?
Oh, I remember that thing the way the other night. I was trying to remember.
Oh, good. What thing?
It was the Matrix. Where they sort of quote about technology and how immediately all the technology was put in the computer's hands. It was like impeccable sort of record, safety record.
Oh, yes, I remember the phrase impeccable safety record. Was that in the Animatrix though, rather than the Matrix? I don't remember it in the film.
Yeah, maybe. I'd have to go and watch to find out, unfortunately, so I'm going to Google that, I think.
Come on, Blood Rose, stop this concentrating. Tell me how you accelerated away quicker than I did at the beginning. If you've got a long gear ratio, I've got the shortest, and we're in the same car. Yeah, you're on your roof now. Now you've got a good time to talk.
Look at it. AI.
I was trying to drive along the wall, the fencing, by the way. Oh yes, 3 ice took each other out. Nice. Short
Whoops!
gears,
No!
seem
No!
to make
No!
you
No!
pick up
No!
quicker. But once you hit 80, 60-ish miles an hour, you're top ending in fifth.
Yeah, I mean, if you are top ending it, then you go to a longer ratio. Otherwise, in theory, a shorter ratio should give you more everything really.
More pick up and go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at the shortest, and I haven't come close to redlining it. I haven't even got into fifth most of the time.
Alright. I have.
I mean, I'm at
I'm
90,
fifth.
95. What time's on the car?
Oh, you also, yeah, it's not the car. It's like
Yeah.
one's an 86 and like red line. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, well, that's
I'm-
physics.
I'm just about getting into fifth by the time I have to accelerate up.
I hit something in the road, no physics.
So, Blood Rose, how did you pull away
I
quicker?
want to recount.
Explain. Explain!
But like I said, the acceleration stat does not change no matter what gear you're in. The top speed does, though.
But the gear ratio should directly affect your acceleration. So I should.
It should, in theory.
But if it doesn't, I'm not sure what the
But in
point is.
practice,
But
you make you slower in the top speed
But
category, I guess.
but you pulled away so much quicker than me. That wasn't close. That was ridiculous.
That's Green Man.
No, we were in the same car. We were both in the
Don't even do it.
thingy. Come on, Jay. Come on. Yes.
Razor.
Well done, Jay, in completing three-quarters of a car.
Even
Ah,
managed-
but she's got 2 more
Yeah.
points on yours. So there's a difference there.
Yeah, but that's not a
You're
lot.
the
But
fastest lap, Adam.
yeah, but I mean,
You're the fastest lap.
I was expecting to
Here's
destroy
the question.
away from the line, but then you didn't. You were miles ahead. Go on, Jay.
Right, so here's a question. If I put on the top spec radiator and everything else to bring it up to the same spec as you, that's not going to be the same as putting on the top spec gearbox, injection module / carburetor / whatever, and engine, is it?
The short
So
version.
even though the specs are going up,
The f-
it's
well,
The engine makes the biggest difference.
yeah, the engine makes a huge difference, like 100 or 200, and the other bits make a difference about 5.
Right. so I've only got like a level 2 engine, and
Well,
I'm putting a level 4 radiator.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to get the same speed as what you're getting from a level 3 engine, am I?
depends on the vehicle. Like a level 3
I'm
engine
saying on the rate.
on the Razor. Well, no, I think I was at
So I was
233
just
because I can't go any
I was
higher.
at 233,
But
I was at 233 on the Razor, but all of my mods were radiator fan, and whatever. I haven't unlocked any of the engines or anything.
yeah, I don't think individual mods make any particular. They do in theory, 'cause it does say you've got acceleration, top speed, cornering, straight, but they're all bugger all. But the engine makes a big difference.
Yeah, see, I've got shit acceleration and shit top speed.
Yeah, but I mean, in
on the
theory,
Razor,
like an
looking
air
at the
filter only makes a difference at high speed, whereas here it will improve my acceleration. Whereas like that's not really how it would make a difference. I think, to be honest, the physics in this should be taken with a great and the upgrades with a great big dollop of salt.
It's funny that it shows some things, but then there might be some invisible things, and those invisible things might be like not respective of reality.
I mean, mostly, Jay, I'd have spent that time making sure my dead zone and saturation were correct on my brake. Oh, God. Go, 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 little car!
True, I forgot that.
Because that's the problem I had, is my brake was always on by 12%. And then I got rid of that, and then suddenly Doc stopped beating me on everything.
It's a brick. Real physics.
Damn you, Mac.
Hey, there's a big old block of concrete in the way there. All went through it. Ah!
Get her, Schalke. Don't break. Always going wide. Okay, now I'm hitting top speed in this car. This thing's a longer ratio of this track. But I'm going around a lot quicker. Going around solid 95.
That bit of concrete doesn't.
Excuse me, coming through. That was an impressive crash from you two.
Yeah.
No! Fuck. AI just reversed into me.
Happens.
Yeah, but it reversed into
I
me.
told you they do it.
No, he was just coming. No, there was nothing I could do.
Well, I just watched-
He just crashed. He was just reversing back on the road, and all I could do was just drive into him.
I just watched 2 AI just steam off the top of the apex into the wall.
Oh!
Completely didn't bother driving.
Give you a push there, Blood Rose.
Thanks.
I got stuck on some concrete. I don't think I have as many wheels as I started off with. No, I
I
don't.
think the little pieces of concrete that come off the big bits, I think, still have the same physics. So you hit it and it's like, whoa, dead stuff, you know.
They're heavy. I mean, concrete's.
Dead stuff, you know.
No, I've had it. I give up. I retire.
I give up. I give up.
No, my car's missing a wheel and everything else is quite broken.
Just physics.
No, I wasn't like I'm in last place. I'm gonna solve. This is probably my car's had it. So I shall just sip my drink and watch Schalke.
No, I was quoting Star Wars.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
I give up.
Was that?
Jar Jar Binks.
Were you quoting? Just saying, we were quoting Jar Jar. We don't do that here.
Right.
Now I'm quoting Endgame. Oh, chicken stew got.
I love
shut.
this car so much, but it can get bullied so easily.
Well, yeah, you were part 90 degrees. I steered into you. There's no way I was letting you get away with that one. Just this broadside target. Who's left? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I didn't do too bad on that. I got from 20th back up to 11th.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, we're going to do another A, but Jay, check your dead zone.
Yes, can you bear with me for 2 seconds while I do that? Advanced, you said?
Yeah, advance, then hover over the brake, and then pull it. You can see what the settings are, and then twiddle the numbers
Ooh.
above. Is it always on to a certain
It is
amount?
set to 12.
Is it always on at a certain
Yeah,
amount?
12.
Right, so increase the dead zone for the brake to make that go down.
Brake saturation, brake dead zone. Do it one more than what the
Well, what's it currently set to? Huh?
0.
Well,
It w-
I set it to
the-
12.
The braking at 12. So
That-
shall I set it at 12 or 13?
Now set a dead zone at 12 and then see what the little slidery thing is.
100% when I push button, 0 when I don't.
Ta-da!
So
Fixed.
that's working now.
Yep.
Throttle is running at 30% and
Well, that doesn't really matter so much.
26 and 4.
But what? What did you do inside Windows exactly?
96 when I push it all the way in.
So increase your saturation a little bit if it doesn't go in all the way. Like normally Xbox pads are perfect, unless they got something wrong with them because they're not just crappy ass potentiometers.
These are about 10-year-old.
I primarily use Xbox 360 pads because I've got dozens of them and they're perfect. They're really, really good. So
Yeah.
I am surprised.
So even if I oh, you twat! That's steering, not accelerator.
Is there any sense of making particle clutches?
Of making what, sorry?
There's a test range for clutch.
There,
There's
yeah,
a test range for clutch.
yeah.
Does it make sense to have analog clutch?
Well, I've got an analog clutch.
Is there a maneuver where you go half clutch? It makes sense.
Are you off to bed? Okay, night night. Push the door too so there's not so much noise gets out. Yes. But not all the way, so the door can't get in. So when you're drag racing, and I looked this up before I did drag racing on my motorbike, you don't let the clutch out all the way until about 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. So the clutch is like even less, and you want the engine to be at full power, so you let the clutch slip, so that you have full power available from the engine. It's in the power band. And in theory, now, if I had a more advanced steering wheel, you can set the clutch point and you can press a button and the clutch will go to the point where it bites the right amount, which is called, what is that called? There's a term for it. I possibly could say it was cheating, but oh shit, I didn't.
Oh, you mean beating the synchro?
Yeah, no, sort of. Basically, you can preset the bite point on expensive steering wheels and real cars as well. Oh, nice jump! Bugger. That wasn't as good an assassination as I was hoping. It's alright, lads, I got her. How are you still going? You don't get aimbots in this game, you get auto steering bots. How are you? I spun you out and rammed you and you're still just going.
Like I said, it's a good car.
Yeah, I should have put the shorter ratio on this one. I'm just going to assume I'm going to assume you two are wrong about the acceleration because it just angers me too much for anything else to be true. Ooh! Wait, what? That wasn't natural. Bugger. I was hoping to jump on top of Shelka. Yeah, those concrete barriers are lethal, which is probably correct. Once more, I retire. I hit a concrete barrier, came down, didn't have as many wheels as I needed to complete the race.
But I want to thank you for your input, DJ. That actually made quite a bit of difference.
Well, when I was playing this first with Doc, I essentially, he was hammering me every time, and he made a joke about is your brake on all the time? And then I checked, and my brake was on at 12% the whole time. So I'm like, aha, yes, it is. Then suddenly I got a lot better.
Because my steering was -6 as well.
That would give you a slight drift, yes? Shaka, your door's open.
That might be why I kept crashing into you.
Yes, that's probably why you were crashing into me. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, look at Shaka's side. Look at Shaka's side.
Yeah, that's not safe, is it?
No, the graphics are doing something weird, glitchy.
Oh, that was alright for my one. It was dented.
I was looking at his left side.
Oh.
So like some sort of weird Z order getting screwed up. It's funny how the AI just completely fucks it after a while and just end up getting so utterly screwed up.
Have you put the AI on fucking super hard or something?
No, they're on the easiest difficulty. They're on amateur, believe it or not. I don't remember this level.
Really? Are we really that bad?
Well, this is what I mean. Like, I will double check in a second once I've selected a car and I'm starting to link. I will check. Server options. AI difficulty amateur. It doesn't. Oh, I'll put it down. We're now on novice. I actually don't think it makes the blindest bit of difference in multiplayer. I'm pretty sure they are hard no matter what. To stop you setting up a server and then doing a race against 23 AI repeatedly to grind cash up.
Oh. Car restriction maximum class C, reverse limiter enabled, damage is set to intense.
Yep.
Special vehicles are enabled.
Yes.
So why are we on intense damage?
Because it's much, much, much cooler.
Because it's more fun.
Otherwise,
I can't drive for shit.
Well, but we are all under the same rules, which is the important bit. I'm having weird disk issues. Stupid thing. I don't know why this game just seems to be very slow in some ways, like loading. But yeah, intense damage just means that bits fall off the car and you explode.
Whoa! I hit a lawnmower and it spent me to the back of the back.
Oh, this is an interesting track. Oh, there's some those barriers that look like sweets. I think are very solid, so be careful of those. No, you shortcut. Excellent racing line, if I say so myself. Just straight line and slam on the brakes at the end. What's the American Formula 1 track that was really hard to pass people on? But they weren't allowed to do that in F1. Damn it! Get back here!
What? Laguna Seca?
I can't remember. Yeah, Blood Rose, he bided her time. She's getting away. Although I can make myself feel a bit better by killing this nice lady in the lawnmower.
Please do.
No, I missed.
Oh, okay.
It's alright, you're coming on her now. No! Oh, bollocks, I'm stuck. I'm properly challenged. Yeah, alright everyone, you don't all have to join in. Yeah, I hit a barrier which stopped me dead, damaged the car, and none of my wheels were touching the ground. And suddenly that 3-second respawn timer was mean.
I'll abuse, to be fair.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. If you turn it onto nothing, it's easy to abuse it. You go, I'll screw this corner up, respawn.
Yeah.
And the battle for 5th place is on between me and Max. Oh, you nearly hit those sweets.
That's deliberate.
Concrete sweets.
You're following my
Oh,
racing line
no,
and
no!
covering.
Oh, I accidentally hit the pause button. It's very easy. When the steering was spinning around to like whack the pause button, which is what I just did.
You're not disabled that or something?
What, the pause? What that brings up the menu? Not really.
Oh, it's the port, as in
Yeah,
the menu button.
it's the menu. Yeah, but you should have to hold it for a second. It shouldn't just be as it's spinning. I can just.
Yeah. Oh, Shavka's gearbox is fucked. It's going between second and fourth are locked. Which sounds like bollocks, doesn't it? But yeah.
Well, no. If you're because you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll use a pair of odd cogs and a pair of even cogs. So, yeah, you could easily only have even gears. Also, if it's an automatic, because it's American. I mean, my smart car's got 6 gears, but it hasn't. It's got 3 gears and 2 gears. So a bit like a mountain bike. Imagine a mountain bike with 3 gears at the front and 2 at the back. So you've got 6 gears in total, but you're actually changing.
No, hold on. 3 at the front and 3 at the back would make 9.
9. Yeah, I said 3 at the front, 2 at the back, or 2 at the back, 3 at the front.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh yeah.
So that's how the smart car works. So it goes. What it actually does is it actually goes when you accelerate. Yeah. It actually goes first, 4th, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 6th. But the ratios aren't like that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Class B. I haven't even driven the Trooper yet. Probably should at some point. What's the maximum rating for this class?
235.
Okie dokie.
Well, 234.
I just want a button mark 234. I don't want to have to do any of this stuff. Yes, the engine took me up too high, so now I've got to put a little bit of armour on. That'll do.
I've lost some shit.
You've lost some shit.
Yeah, I've lost my Volvo.
Because you were on Class Bs?
You might have to like show all vehicles.
I might have upgraded it to an A. That might be my issue.
I like the way also there are all these wheels that make no difference whatsoever. Like, absolutely none.
They're pretty sideballs, aren't
They are, well, I wish they were. They're just different is about the best I can say about them.
That vehicle that you have is an abomination to all Trooper owners. That's a fucking Wrangler, and Troopers are far superior to Wranglers.
Esmir, do you need a hug?
I don't like Jeeps.
Well,
I can concur with Esme on that one. I don't like Jeeps.
Do you know why they're called Jeeps?
Yes.
Go on then.
Does it go Jeep instead of meat?
Nope. It's quite a cute story behind it.
Because it was GP. It was a general purpose or purchase. One of those.
I believe I believe that is a backronym. I am under the impression, and now you said that I would need to double check.
No.
But they were named after the character Jeep in Snoopy. The little white characters, like a little mutant dog thing that can teleport everywhere and go invisible, but it can go anywhere. And they named it after that. I think GP was a backronym to try and get it past the fact that the military like to give things sensible names. But now I'm going to have to check which came first. Because in the UK, GP means general practitioner, which is a doctor.
Right, and it's the same thing here.
Oh.
Except back in World War II, there were those fucky looking Jeeps that were GPs. Just like a Hummer is actually named after the Humvee. which is just basically HBMMW, something like that.
I have been in a Hummer. It was.
Or WB, something like that.
I have been in a Hummer. I had to raise my voice
For hundreds of miles.
while stuck in a car park and the engine off. I still had to raise my voice so the person in the driver's seat could hear me from the passenger seat. I've sat in buses smaller than that. It is insanity. It's just enormous. It's just.
Well, it's not so much insanity when you've got all the radio equipment.
Well, no, this
all
was
wearing body armor.
No,
and
this was the
there's
yellow
all that
one.
Equipment.
I don't know. It was the H2 or H1. It was the you know
Oh, God,
not
civilian one.
not the
Fuck
military,
that.
but it's enormous. Still absolutely mind-boggling to my British brain. I
have also had the opportunity to drive.
There is a guy that goes to our local retro car meet, and he's got a Hummer H2.
Adjusted by civilian Hummers.
There's a guy who goes to our local car meet, and he's got a H2 on a lift kit, and it's so high, I didn't dare. I could park my smart car under his car, and his wheels maybe 5 foot in diameter. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And it took up 4 car park spaces as well. He had to literally park in the middle. So too long and too wide to fit in a UK car park space. Tesla's fit in a UK car park space, but you can't open the doors. Because the standards for UK car park spaces haven't changed since the 50s.
People are also a lot fatter now.
Evening all.
Evening. They're also a lot what, Jay?
People are also a lot fatter now, which is why they need bigger cars.
I don't think that's true.
Especially in America.
No, they don't need bigger cars, not they're not fatter. I agree with that part. Also, hello, Si.
Hello. By the way, you're transmitting most of the time.
Right.
Even when you're not talking.
Okay.
Yes, we had moaned about heat buzzing.
Oh, have you got a noise?
I'm not hearing it.
Oh.
It is actually going click, 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 click in my hearing aids.
I mean, I'm just listening back to myself. I mean, I can hear it's ever so sensitive. I could gate it off.
Well, now that's weird.
Hello? Okay, I'm testing. Gate. Right.
Weird echo.
Yes, because I'm listening back to myself.
Very tinny.
Yeah, that's because I was listening to so I've gated it off, so hopefully a little bit of background noise should just sort it off. That's not the car I chose.
What one are we going for?
I'll say yeah.
They are A's.
Are you changing?
Or no restriction. So bring a bus, because that'll be hilarious.
Well, it's going to be a struggle to overtake a bus. You gotta give it that. Let's see. So size on his new internet connection. Yeah, your ping seems not bad. Seems up there with the JN Max are 30 to 40, and you are
Well, it's not my thing. It's GeForce Now's ping.
Oh, okay. You're not on your. Gotcha.
No, when there's crossplay, I'll use.
Pity about your Bluetooth headset, though.
I like it.
Sorry, I don't think you understand how bad it is. Are the batteries flat, or is the receiver like in a metal box? It's really, really roboty today. Is your 5G router just? Well, no. Sorry, give us a sentence.
Set ready, change car, tune, upgrade, paint shop, difficulties, server info, leaderboard settings.
Right. Okay. Max, you think that sounds fine? Because it don't.
No.
You're in the wrong car, by the way, Max.
I know.
Try restarting Discord, see if that helps.
I want to win.
Are you going in a C?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
At least this time I might have a chance of taking Max out instead of him taking me out.
So let me get this straight, Si. You now have an internet connection capable of doing 500 megabit across infinite distances, and at the same time you can't get a Bluetooth signal 3 feet to your computer.
Has that made any difference?
So far, but you haven't said very much.
Well, I just restarted Discord.
Okay.
No, the word Discord was all garbled.
Alright, I'll change headsets in a minute.
Oh, that was alright. But we'll see how it goes. If it's alright on average, it's fine. Oi! Oh, fuck's sake, now
I think it's the mic on my headset's not working either.
Nah, that's all. Yeah, you sound like your... My Bluetooth headset sounds like that if my phone is on a different floor in my house. That's how bad it sounds. It's very, very, very starty-stoppy, cutty-outy, horrible. Oh! As they say, power is nothing without control, and I have too much of one and not enough of the other.
That's why I stayed in the sequence.
I was curious to try this one because this is quite a slow track. There's lots of very slow corners. I was hoping that my massive horsepower four-wheel drive would give me an advantage, but it's not. Esmir, there's a lot of cars bearing down on you now. Now, was that me leaving Discord or somebody else leaving Discord?
Someone else.
Okay, good.
It's probably. It's much thing. It always makes me laugh. You see people giving interviews on television and things, on radio, you hear them obviously. But they're always relying on the Wi-Fi connection and like, you know, communications and the sort of immediacy of the communication usually shows up how poor their Wi-Fi can be.
Yes. Well, especially if you're in the middle of a big city, you'll get crappy Wi-Fi then, because your neighbours have all got high-power routers, and you're fighting. Because I mean, there's articles doing the rounds now. How to improve your internet? Use cables. And it's like, oh dear, we've gone full circle. We've saturated the RF spectrum. Now we're going back to wired. Like my Xbox. I mean, upstairs. I mean, I do 4K video streaming to it, you know, for Netflix and stuff. That's wireless. I just do it over the router. It's fine. But my God, am I hammering a lot of RF energy into the nearby area to achieve that?
Oh yeah.
I regret my choice of car. Though I do have a delicious colour scheme. Maybe I should just try more welly. No, terrible plan.
More power!
It's one of the memorable things I remember from Colin McRae's dad telling him, because Colin said something quite technical. Oh, has it got too much blah blah blah? And he went, no, Colin, you're giving it too much welly. He was breaking differentials for the day.
Wow. I'll take something good doing. Yeah.
Well, it was a 300.
Like super light sports ones.
Well, it was a 300 horsepower Ford Escort Mark II in Ferrari red. Unbelievable little thing.
I think Colin McRae Rally was one of the first racing games on PlayStation that I played. That and Gran Turismo.
Maybe it was a very popular game.
So I've levelled, and it's given me level 33 unlocks, performance, racing pistons A, and something else A.
Yeah.
But I think I already have those.
Maybe because you might be given them.
You've got these again.
You might have been given them previously.
Yeah.
Now you've earned them. Si, give us some words.
How does this sound now?
Oh, glorious! You're like Barry, not Manilow, the other one, White.
I will be back in a minute. I need to hydrate and
Barry from EastEnders.
Okay, we will do it without you. Everyone steer around Jay.
I'm just using the DualSense now. It's
Wait,
built-in mic.
That's your pad mics. Are you serious? I can't believe
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah, this
so
is
good.
Ah, that's good.
Because the Xbox pads are great. So I've got a couple of SX pads, and they're great. But there's no well, they've got the haptic triggers, but not quite the same. They don't have a microphone. They don't have the lights or anything like that. They're just good pads with no gimmicks. Fuck. I'm not very good at this, taking people out without getting taken out myself. My Blood Rose Nitrous had a little park up there.
The streaming on this is worlds better than it was on fibre. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, your local wherever you are has got quite a high contention ratio then. I mean, make the most of it, because obviously as 5G gets
it's
more
quite
saturated.
new. Yeah, it's gonna. 2 years from now it'll be awful, but for now I'm effectively an early adopter. It's very nice.
Yeah. It's a the router. It's just got a plug socket and a boring 5 or 12 volt wall wart on it.
12 volt. Yeah,
Okay.
12 volts and two Ethernet ports.
I'm just curious about how portable it is, because what it would be awesome. I could just pop it in my car.
Oh, very. Yeah. If you like go to an Airbnb or something, I'll just take it with me. Yeah, I did think about sticking it in the car with an inverter and finding out where the best signal is in the neighbourhood.
Well, if it's 12 volt, war driving, but it's 12 volts, you could probably wire it up directly. But yeah, that is easier. Hasn't helped your driving though, has it?
Well, it has, because I don't think it's rare for me to be in top 5.
Yeah, I did screw up right ahead there as well. I thought, oh, you turn here? Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, this car is...
Blood Rose was in a big for saying, oh, I'll just sort you out. Oh, thank you.
I do love this car though, it's just like a
All the
little
crash barrier.
terrifying rocket when it gets up to speed. Now if I can just nudge Shalkar. I wish to be in the highlight reel, damn it. Wait, wrecking assist? Well, awesome. I'm a bit saddened though that Esmir and her big rig is getting away from my souped up Mini. Ah!
Bye bye. Top 4, yeah, that'll do. Show him like, yeah, okay.
Oh, damn, you almost caught up.
I did. I was right there. The AI caused you to mess up your line, and I thought I was going to make a bit more progress.
Do what I think you're doing. Or did Jay come back into the game? Oh, Jay's back in the game.
Why isn't Shalka talking?
Concentrating.
He is. Yeah.
Jay, why is
something?
Why is
You
one
just
of your wheels-
silently accepted what Max just did to you?
Jay, one of your wheels is about 2 foot further
Because
forwards
the
than it should
AI
be.
was stuck, constantly slamming into him.
Jay, you're not going to complete 5
Quite
laps.
extraordinary stuff happening for me to notice.
Nice, he's almost done.
He is points for trying.
Well, it's not chess. You don't get points for trying.
I almost got there.
I don't know when he came back.
Or
To be
he
fair.
points for smashing into people.
Not too long ago. Wow, DJ, you're doing the hissy hissy.
It is a little bit hissy, because if you don't make no sound, and the little AGR kicks in, trying to pick up any sound that might be in the background.
Hang on. Shh.
It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
there's no. It could just do with a straight noise filter on it. Remember, I'm on my headset, not on my desktop mic, so it's a significantly less good.
It's because you're a heavy breather.
Wow. That was not nice.
Still going to have to work out a better cooling solution for this rig. My room was cold before I started, and now it's hot. But I don't know what to do. Whether I should cut a hole in the back and have a fan there. No, it's I've got plenty of air. The room's warm. I'm not. No, the room's cold. I'm not. Because remember, I'm absolutely strapped to the chair.
Could you
So
not open the window so you've got some airflow?
the room's cold. I'm not. Remember, I'm strapped to a chair. I am firmly attached to the chair. The chair's got warm, so all the heat that would radiate that way isn't going anywhere. But, like
Could you not put some sort of thermal blanket in between you and the chair?
That's
That would make it
insulation.
worse, right?
well, that would just reflect the heat back at me. So that's the opposite of what I want. I might see about a couple of fans. I've got a spot I can mount a fan here. So it'll just. But the thing is, a small fan will just go. I want one of those Xbox pads, where you got fans in it, or water-cooled socks.
Water-cooled seat.
Yeah, that does run the risk, of course, of having a water-cooled seat over 3,000 watts worth of electric motor. Not necessarily a good idea. But
Or you could just sit on an iPad.
yeah, but if I get off for like a minute, the seat will cool down. It's because I've been strapped here for an hour. I can't move. I can't sit
Oh my!
forward. Nice one, Shauka. Now, which way are you going, Blood Rose?
Jay, are you sure you're armed enough to do something like that?
To do something like what? Sorry, water cooling a chair.
No, Jay rammed into me, and his car is not armored enough for the task.
No! Fuck off! God damn it! Someone take her out, and I don't mean in the nice way.
Pizza and beer, alright with you?
Sorry,
No,
Max.
not in a nice way. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
I used to like Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat lunchtime deals. Like fresh pizza, like 1 minute old pizza is the best. No! Oh, I think Shauka, tell us we were in front of you then, please.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yes. So it's Mia ran Blood Rose, and then I ran Blood Rose. And she's still in second place. What is going on? What hacks are you running?
Not hacks, they're exploits.
All of them.
I'm actually running Weed Mod with 0 damage running.
No, I mean, she's running all sorts of
So it
hacks.
makes
She's
damage
running,
actually
she's running, taking it seriously, concentrating, not talking. These are all just unfair hacks. Choosing a sensible car. It's not on. Well, oh my god, Jay, there's so little of your
I'm
car
sorry,
left.
the twat. That is the car.
Yeah, but I mean, it's it's heavy, so you're surviving. It's surprisingly quick as well.
It's true.
Right, now I'm about to lap Shauka. Can I make his life up? No, I can't. Never mind. No! You son of a bitch. Daughter of a bitch. That doesn't have the same ring to it.
On the gun. Daughter of a gun.
That doesn't. Daughter of a gun just sounds weirdly sexual.
I was so close to taking you out there too.
Now I got spun, and then Blood Rose just nipped past me.
Okay, so what's happening on Shelker's left-hand side of his car is he's got like a protective barrier on it.
It's Z
But
fights.
The barrier and the paint underneath the barrier
Yeah.
is fighting like
Yeah.
crazy.
It's quite poorly done, that Z fighting.
The barrier sort of pushed further into the car. Yeah.
God. Stop ramming my corpse.
So, Jay, what have we learned?
To drive.
Running into
slow.
you is fun.
You need more armor.
Jay, as for on my
You
screen,
need side armor if you're going to do something like that.
on
I
my
thought I had side armor.
on my screen, Jay was missing most of the rear half of his car, like a giant elephant had sat on it. Like,
Yep, that was me. I did that.
you're a giant elephant.
That was it, mate.
You just realised me a giant elephant. I think you should retract
Hey,
that
hey,
immediately.
I didn't say it.
Yes, that's right. Just deny everything.
I mean, I know my ears are big, but damn.
I'm not denying everything. I'm just denying that. After this race, I will need to go and grab a drink because I'm out. I've also where I can put my drink. Oh, I haven't looked at the chat in ages. I'm so sorry. No. So Zebra, I'm sitting on 3 1,000 watt in theory motors. That's what this can deliver if it wants to. So if I had a water cooled chair and it did spring a leak, right underneath me is 240 volts. It's not a good idea.
Can you bear with me, DJ? I'm just in the middle of sorting out my car. It's
I don't know what I've done with my
Armour.
binds in this game, but when I try and move left and right in the menus, like to choose a car, it always moves 2 spaces instead of 1. Unless I use the keyboard.
You've probably
So pressing
bound.
left and right jumps.
You've probably bound the UI move, and it's got an inbuilt
Yeah.
UI move as well, and it's not clever enough to debounce it.
Yeah.
can't find the side armor. What was the?
Well, you're
I'm only seeing engine and car upgrades.
you have to click on armor at the top.
I'm getting a few messages from the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I've just responded to them. Yeah, I mean, it's Zebra. We're in the UK. Everything's earthed. In theory, if water drops on it, the earth trip will trip quicker than I will get a shock. That's the point of it. Even so, these all sound like much more complicated plans rather than point a fan at me, which does seem a lot easier. So I might get a little table here. I've got a lack there. I might pop a lack over that computer, and so I've got a little place for my drink. Place my phone, maybe a little picture of Max just there, and a little portrait with hearts around it. Small bowl of Tang Fast Sticks, so I can remember what's important in a relationship. And that
Well,
would
you're
be
still
that'd be perfect.
streaming on Twitch, aren't you?
I am
3 kilo bag of Tang the other day.
No, 1.75.
Yeah, so just put yourself and everything around you in the hot tub full of cold water.
I'm not even sure where to begin on that. No, I think it's the start of the conversation.
You can make it appropriate.
Yeah, swimming costume.
Yeah, budgie smugglers.
Swimming trunks, what do you call it?
What?
No, I mean like Borat's one. That's amazing. I love his.
Oh, Mankini.
Mankini, that's the one. I also like the phrase budgie smuggler. Oh, Blood Rose, this isn't going to go well. Not for you.
I fixed my controller issue by resetting everything to defaults.
Yay!
It seems obvious in hindsight.
Hindsight is 2020.
Is Bloodrose aware of the
Vendetta?
split fingers? No, the silver.
Well,
sort of
I assume she put it
bust
there.
she has on her. Yes, no. What I mean is, a lot of this.
What Max is trying to say
Well, that was
is
on
that
Lost
to a UK person, that particular thing is very, very rude. That is the rudest hand gesture, to the point where I would...
Is it? I thought the
Oh,
finger was the
no,
rudest.
no way. The forward-facing Knuckles V symbol is the rudest of the UK hand signals. Whereas in other countries, it doesn't mean anything at all. In the US, I would assume the bird would be the, well, possibly the shocker.
It's just the logo for the voice, isn't it? Or does it have to be holding a microphone for that?
Yeah.
What's the
You've got
voice?
two fingers in the other two fingers. What's the
TV
voice?
show?
Yeah, it's a TV show where you sing lines to some judges so they can't see you.
Oh, is that where they all wear a costume?
No,
No,
that's the masked singer.
Sorry,
Oh,
silly me.
I thought the voice was just a bunch of.
You are
bunch of
silly, this is
women
popular
just
culture.
being
yeah.
Whatever, chatty.
I'm pretty sure the mask is popular culture. Not the mask, but the mask. And the mask singer. Was?
Dancer
Oh,
now.
I thought you were talking about like Jim Carrey.
No, that's still,
Maybe it is.
that's old popular culture. Oh, no! Oh my, that's a... That was an impressive number of spins my motion changes made me do.
Funny if your motion rig could actually spin out.
That's the thing.
Well, it
Whatever
can't bear
motion
it.
change you go for, you can't simulate. Well, you can't simulate.
Well, it can't, because it can't rotate 360 degrees.
No,
But you can get ones that do that, and then you can't move in another manner. So you sort of.
I'd watch that on stream.
it just spins. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with this one simulates G-forces. It has an enormous amount of push, just not for very long. But the, as I said, the rear stepping out is just excellent. It really feels like the car is not moving in a straight line anymore. Yeah, there are proper spinning motion rigs
I
available.
can't believe Shulker won that way.
But they get either very
Doing the spin
expensive.
rather than sort of shifting them out, don't they?
Oh well, there's all sorts.
You
Well,
don't get spinny and moving.
yes, you do. There are a few. How can I describe it? Yeah. So, you know, in a library, you know, you get those little footstools, and when you stand on them, they go down, and when they're up, the wheels move. You know roughly what I mean, right? Now imagine a larger.
Yes, yeah, you stand on the wheels, disappear.
Yeah. So imagine a larger
rip the
version of
floor.
that, where the wheels don't disappear. And what they do is they're designed for VR so you can't see anything. And they can simulate spinning, because they can spin, and they can also move in any direction. So if you accelerate, what happens is they will shoot forwards and then decelerate and then very subtly move back to the home position. So they can't supply continuous G-force because obviously you'll hit the wall, but they know how big your room is. Does that make sense? So they can supply a burst of speed, and then hopefully you don't need that speed for very long, and then it will quietly go back to
It's
a
got
home.
a buffer.
Yeah, and it's quite an
like,
ingenious design.
suspension.
Yeah, quite an ingenious design. And I've never used one, but if you've got, you know, like a garage or something, that's perfect. It only really works in VR because obviously in reality you'd see the whole world moving back and forwards. Like that would be terrible. You see the wall coming towards you, then you stop. But yes, it'll accelerate quickly and decelerate slowly to try and fool you.
Yeah, and that method works in closed simulators as well. Once with like a projector screen at the front, you go inside and shut the door, like at theme parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross simulators and all those sort of things.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm...
Freaky lizard.
I am... Yeah, he's a random. Hello, random. Now, I am tempted to, I said, after Eden done as a reward, to upgrade this to a 6 DOF, which does give me surge, heave, and sway, but only, you know, 1.5 foot or something. But it's enough. So when I accelerate, I will
And
actually...
after that,
Yeah.
that's fine. I mean, I was going to make a joke, so
No, please
serious
do.
enough.
Please do. Please go on.
Okay, after that, you can upgrade to a 4-dimensional one and go back and fix your mistakes.
I actually already have a 4-dimensional one, but it doesn't have a reverse gear. I regret being in first place in this car. Go, go, little car! Yes! Yeah, unfortunately at that point the next upgrade is in the 5 digits, so that ain't happening. Bloodrose, I don't believe that was a valid
So
shortcut.
Jay, how's this aggressive driving technique, Jay? Is that winning you any races?
Yeah,
It's getting me points.
I heard that was a thing. It's not a thing. It made me reset.
Yes, that was an awfully big shortcut. Oh man, Freaky Lizard is right up my arse.
I swear I've seen Schalke take that shortcut.
Yeah, but he might also repeat. So you just cut right across the grass. Take that, Freaky Lizard.
So, is it Werewolves Within on Tuesday?
It is. So Jay is not invited.
And who's going to play?
I am. So VR only. Oh my god, poor Schalke.
That was pretty brutal.
Well,
Have you played it much, Adam, or just tried it for a few minutes?
No. No is the answer to your or question.
I did boot up it and went through the tutorials.
So,
and know the kind of rules it has.
that's it, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean, I know how werewolves work.
There's a lot of emergent gameplay as well.
Yeah. I'm assuming if I know werewolves and my VR headset works, I'm 90% of the way there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same roles as other versions of the game, but
It's not exactly. There is like
Yeah.
limited communication which can make it quite different. Like
So-
you can whisper to your
Yeah.
people that are next to you.
So I was saying, if you lean
I
left
mean that's
and
just
right,
brilliant in VR.
so if you lean left and right, you whisper to the person to your left and your right. If you stand up, everyone can hear you. And I think that is
Yeah.
that is awesome.
It's amazing. It's amazing use of VR. Yeah, if you both lean in towards each other, you get a private voice channel, and it's seamless. It's really, really well done.
Wait, which game?
Werewolves Within.
Oh,
That we are doing.
that Jetborne Racing has positional as well as voice chat. I didn't expect that.
What? So you
And
can hear people.
spectators get guns.
So you can hear people shout at you as they whoosh past.
No, but when you are in the audience
Well, or
and
talk to each other.
on the podium.
Okay, with the communications from the plane to plane, it's done via radio, and it does a spectacular job at making it sound like that. It sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So one of the design decisions in Werewolves is that obviously the characters' mouths move when you're speaking. That's fairly straightforward. But then also their arms gesticulate, and they don't follow what you do with your actual arms. They just gesticulate when you're talking, which sounds awful, but is actually really good.
Right.
Jesus, man.
Makes it obvious who's talking. And then when you turn your head to look at someone else, your eyes lock. Your character's eyes make contact, so you can really look at someone in the eye and have an argument with them.
Did I take you out at the same time as you taking me out?
Yes. Went out in a blaze of fucking glory.
I had to say, it's me. I'm surprised your car went fast
Yeah,
enough.
you came over that ramp, hit me, and that was it.
I can type BRB on my keyboard, but I can't press enter. I press enter on a different keyboard, and it doesn't accept number pad enter. Oh, that's the wrong keyboard.
I think there was a walking simulator that had a
go.
gestures to make letters. VR setups could maybe use that, but I guess that would need standardization how to do it. We are hydrating. And all the different VR controllers are different. And everybody has different ways of doing what trigger means and do you pull. I guess in Jetborne it like did a stick. In other games you have to like actually aim at the menu buttons, but in Jetborne it like snaps to the closest menu option that you're going to. That seemed like an upgrade or more sensible way of doing it.
I like it. I like how they did it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of learning, and because it has not
Oh yeah.
standardized, like my brain is learning to switch for these different styles. And in Jetburn, you can clap, and I didn't realize for a long that you
Oh
can
my
clap.
god, I didn't realize until somebody was clapping at me. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. The affordance on
And I
not
did-
even try is kind of muddy.
I didn't realize that, you know, you could pick up the trophy or shake the champagne bottle to make it, you know, explode all over the place.
Yeah. And in
So did
Jetburn,
DJ have enough of his sweaty arse and disappear for
As
us?
soon as
getting
I
a
think.
drink. And in Jetburn, when spectators have guns, at least in some games, people got angry if the spectators didn't shoot the one at first place. And that kind of makes it tighter back.
Oh, a bit
In
like
here-
in
Yeah, I was intentionally going for the first place
like in
people.
Star Wars.
Like if I was just in a constant loop of crashing, I would just nope out, go to spectator and start shooting down first place. And I got good at shooting down first place. I caused a lot of rank shifting.
Hitting a projectile weapon at a moving plane is quite challenging.
It kind of is. You just kind of have to figure out, okay, is the plane going to take this line? Okay, I'm just going to line up and shoot right there. Because those miniguns don't have, they have quite a bit of spread.
I have returned.
And having the power-ups made it feel like Diddy Kong racing all over again.
So interesting as this conversation is about something or other, I have a new flavour of Pringles, and I wish to discuss them. I have the new limited edition pulled pork burger flavoured Pringles. So, two main observations. One, they're not salt and vinegar. And two, they don't really taste like pulled pork. This ends my review. You may carry on now.
Pulling actually affects the flavor of pork.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect the flavour of pulled pork flavour stuff. If you were to tell me, ask me what flavour they were, I might say roast chicken or prawn cocktail. They just.
The pull thing about pull
Are
is
they
it's
vegetarian?
not flavour, it's texture.
Nah. It's not particularly good.
Did they say they're suitable for veggies on there?
Oh. Max, wrong. You need to change car.
If they are, you're probably bugs.
I'm probably eating bugs. Oh no.
Yeah. A lot of chicken flavouring. It's usually things like crickets and grasshoppers.
I seem to recall that isn't true in a lot of modern ones, because it was the point where, is it cochineal was crushed up red bugs, and that was absolutely a thing. But it's just not these days, because we've worked out how to make it, and obviously growing a whole bunch of insects and then crushing them up is a lot of effort. So we just don't do that. I don't know.
That's how you do a dye in Conan Exiles. A deep red dye.
Yeah, I mean that's how we dyed food, I don't know, 30 years ago. It's just not how we dye food now. Oh, we're in first and second, Max.
Beetroot. You first?
To be quite frank, I'd rather eat crickets than beetroot anyway, so... Like, one of those is just a disgusting way of putting nutrition into your body, and the other one means I actually get to kill something and then lord victory over it, and that's much more important. No! Oh my god, 3 of them are going around the wrong way. I say the wrong way.
Bye,
It's more like alternative routes. After you, Jay. No, no, no. Yes. See, when someone
I'm
slams...
going left, I'm going out right.
So when someone slams on the brakes to let you go past, Jay, it's probably a good idea not to get too far ahead.
I'm being shortcut at the moment.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Remember, we have an agreement. We get the randoms in our race first. Traitors. To think I went into the moons of Europa with you, and that what thanks do I get? A bust to the face.
Europa is a moon. It doesn't have itself moons.
Sorry, to the moon of Europa. Hence, like going to the planet of Earth. Yeah, the moon of Europa would be not. Well, yeah, I guess I'm being ambivalent there, but yeah, the moon of Europa, which is itself a moon of Jupiter. Ooh, Jay.
Nope. Sorry. I'm not laughing.
Ambivalent.
Full avoidance.
Yeah, it means I don't really care whether or not I'm right.
Yeah, ambivalence really a really hard one. Especially means you sort of love it and hate it in equal measure.
Yeah,
So
or
I think I've only
meh.
had come across like
Well,
twice.
a bit like pulled
Well,
pork.
no, that's the opposite. That's the I don't give a fuck. Whereas love it and hate it in equal measure, especially I really hate the thing and I can see the really positive benefits of having it.
A bit like pulled pork.
Like speed bumps down your road, you know.
Or pulled pork burger flavoured Pringles.
That's easy for you to say.
It's
Why
not.
would they make a burger out of pulled pork? Because
It just
it makes it easier to put into a burger shape, but
no, it's not. No,
you wouldn't taste the texture. If you're
no,
a
but
burger.
you know,
Doesn't
no.
mess up.
Pulled pork burgers are pulled pork in a bun. Esmea
Yeah.
and Blood Rose, just to be clear, in the UK, pulled pork is shit. It's always shit. We have no clue how to do it. What we think is pull the pork and then just cover it in cheap barbecue sauce. It's awful. If any of you have had pulled pork in the UK, I assure you have not had pulled pork. I've had it in the States and it is just wonderful. Now, can I kill
Yeah,
Max?
if you're gonna have it in the States, you gotta have it in the South, though.
What's the furthest south I've been? I think San Francisco, so can't comment there. Not very.
Well, I
Sorry,
recommend.
the Southeast, like North Carolina down to Georgia area.
You can make your own pulled pork.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just know how to do it
Yeah.
correctly.
Well, step one, get a pig.
So I apologise for ramming people in that one, but it was fun.
So if you have like war wheels out of alignment, then I don't know.
I wish this game
Why
had.
step one rear a pig?
Yeah, absolutely. Not rear end a pig.
Well, where
rear a
did the
pig.
Earth come from?
No, step one
To
is
start
making
there,
pulled
surely.
pork. What was it to make an apple pie from scratch? One must first invent the universe. Yes. No. So step
Yeah.
one, get a pig. Sharko's rear wheels are very, very narrow, and Sharko's front wheels are at fancy angle. I'll say fancy angle, wrong angle.
Solved. I don't know how much at the fastest lap there. So if I get that up.
Well, you were in a rocket. Oh my god! Stop it!
So how many people did I take out in that race?
I don't know. I managed to mostly escape your reign of terror.
Okay, that's a fair way of describing it.
Because I came around the first loop, and then there was just two step vans and Schalke, and I'm like, ah! I'm guessing we've just suddenly hit the minimum to be listed on the servers when people are searching. So we've had a whole bunch of people join.
Yeah, this game gets better when there are more human players.
Well, I heartily invite. This is why we're in the live stream channel, not the LockDown LAN channel. I do invite the Red Circuit along. If you have friends, invite them. If not, make friends, then invite them. I mean, Sai brought his mates along, but they only came along for like 2 hours, and then I don't think they were happy about the fact we were just ripping the shit out of them.
And solving maths problems, probably.
Well, it's good to expand your mind a little bit. Today, for example, I've been looking at asynchronous vertex generation in a computer shader, which has been a fascinating little diversion. Not sure I learned anything. I've learned it's bloody hard. I really want track IR. I want to look into the corner. Which game was it that had the drift camera that was very good? So it like looks through the corner rather than just looking straight ahead. Ah, I gotcha. Oh, bugger. I've been got.
I get bit.
God, how are you doing this? Like when I knock someone out, I expect them to lose ground, not gain it. Oops.
Very careful steering and braking.
Oh, there's a noticeable click and pop coming from there.
Yeah, that's size. But he's used his microphone's on the pad that he's using. That's amazing.
Oh, what's the problem now?
There's a little bit of pad noise. I can hear sticks, but that's still amazing. Like really, really, really impressive.
Well, I turned the automatic sensitivity off because I wondered if that was causing the problem to making me cut in and out. Maybe I should turn that back on.
Well, this is the thing. The the pad clicking noise will be far, far louder than you. So that's really nice roll. So that's really impressive that we can barely hear it. It's there, but it's pretty much not great. So I've crashed. I'm dead. I'm out, and I'm stuck at maximum lean on the rig.
At the moment, Crisp hasn't made their integrated version for ARM, so it's not in Discord at the moment. Although apparently you can run a separate version and pipe your audio through that. I just haven't bothered.
Are you on the
Pay
app?
money for that one.
Are you on the app or the website?
You don't get Crisp on the website, do you?
No, you don't. The icon's not there. I never looked before. That might be why I'm not quite so good, because I'm not on my main computer. I don't have Discord installed on here, just the website. Installed the website.
Yeah, because ironically, the web version can run in Chrome or Safari and is ARM based because the browser is. But being an Electron app, there isn't an ARM version of Discord yet. Well, I mean, there could be, but they haven't made one yet. Other Electron apps have managed it. Discord are taking their time.
Well, they're probably busy with the PlayStation 5 version.
Exactly. That's where the money is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I assume Discord's making a whole bunch, given they turned down Microsoft's offer. Oh, good kill, Schalke.
Quite standard.
I mean, what would Microsoft need when they've got Skype?
Because Skype's shit,
Well,
Discord
Skype
isn't.
awful, but,
The ironic
Have you
thing
not
is...
noticed that Microsoft?
My point is that
Anything to
my
do
point
with
is that Skype can do must do meetings and
Yeah,
all
but
sort of stuff.
but
Take
Discord
that
is...
core and put it into different
Well, because Discord is basically IRC. I'm in different channels. I'm in channels related to servers. They've essentially reinvented IRC, and everyone's gone, "Wow, this is brilliant."
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it invention.
Reinvention.
Like they introduced.
They've reinvented IRC. Well, it's not. I mean, IRC would. IRC never had any support for media, for example.
Yeah.
Like you had to have.
IRC, but sort of controlled by one company, but without the net splits.
Okay, I'm going to do this one because it's got cool sunglasses. You say that, but there's a reason we're on the Brazil voice server, and that's because of the net splits.
Look, this was a net split and literally only exclusive to IRC.
Yeah, it's when IRC didn't run on a server; it ran on a bunch of servers that talk to each other. It's when server A stopped talking to server B, so if you were on A, you couldn't talk to anybody on B, and vice versa.
Oh, when it threw everyone, it showed them all disconnecting.
Yeah. Well,
I guess any distributor setup will have that.
Yes. Well, the internet has that once in a blue moon.
It's interesting though, EVE Online, that they were still using TeamSpeak and Mumble for a long time, unless they've changed to Discord. I don't think they have. They were
the corporations or the game itself?
The corporations. Yeah, the game's voice chat I never used it.
I doubt anyone uses those. I expect everyone's just gone across to Discord. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why would you rent a Mumble server when you have a free Discord server?
Because they've got into because of spies. So you need to authenticate people to get onto TeamViewer and onto TeamSpeak and onto Mumble. So I'm not sure how or if that's possible with Discord. I've not been
absolutely.
On
Absolutely. You can have it so only authenticated users are there, and then you can lock away the security of anything as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So some channels require you.
Yeah,
but some channels require you to have authenticated with a phone. Like we definitely, there's no spoofing. You have to be the person you say you are. Ooh, I'm miles back through the pack this time.
EVE levels.
Yeah, same here.
Buying phones to spoof.
Well, yeah.
What was the Microsoft one? Was it called Game Voice? It had a hardware device that you could see the different channels on your desk. You could press like 1 to 4 to speak to different teammates and mute people individually and stuff.
What's
Remember that?
I remember.
It was a circular device with light up buttons.
Vaguely.
It's pretty good. I'll look it up in a minute. Game Voice, is that right?
A Game Voice is definitely a thing. Why was it not called Sidewinder Voice? So I am honestly surprised that given
that sounds right as well.
That we've got the Xbox rather than the Sidewinder. Really surprised they didn't continue to use their very, very, very highly regarded Sidewinder brand name for the Xbox.
I've always thought Microsoft makes decent hardware.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
From their early mice onwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got some. I'm still rocking the Series 4000, Microsoft 4000 keyboard. I've got 4 of them in this room. 4? No, 3. But I've got one at work as well.
Yeah, they won't put their name on shit hardware.
Oh, then it'd be like, oh, this is shit Microsoft hardware,
Yeah, well, it was all, in-house.
It's a shame I don't think it's completely stopped, but certainly things are getting harder to get hold of for like some of the older stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, much as you might like your Microsoft keyboard, Max, there is one keyboard that's better, and we will all agree it's better, and that is the bottom of the range black Dell keyboard that comes with every business computer, and it's just unstoppable. And it had so many of those.
2 of them as well.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, that's my huge dilemma with keyboards, because I've committed to the Microsoft Split 4000. So as long as I've got a Split 4000 in front of me, I can touch type and I don't need to look down. As soon as I go to what you call it, becomes a normal keyboard, I can't. I can touch type, but it's just some of the special positions
Yeah.
are no longer applicable, and your thing
Well-
will take like 10, 15, maybe half an hour to sort of adjust.
Yep.
Not right.
I mean, as I said, I rearranged my office, and my keyboard's in a different position to how it was. It's slightly further away, slightly lower, and my screen's in a different position, so I'm sitting differently. And I was having a problem touch typing, even with such the same keyboard, even just with a minor change. It's surprising how comfortable you get with a certain setup. Thankfully, my chair just had to be manhandled across the room, so this is all exactly the same.
Whoa! That was a bit unexpectedly violent.
VR classes, you also like have to use your touch to use keyboard if you're going to.
Have you considered putting rising wheels in your chair?
I'm putting-
You can sort of
So, Jay, you're mumbling.
push the man on
Have
a
I seen-
lever, drop the wheels.
Well, no, because the chance me want to
Have you
move my chair
considered
again is very small. One of the optional extras I could have got is a pair of wheels on the front so you tip it up, but I mean, I'm going to hazard a guess this chair weighs 15 stone, it's not light. But I very rarely
Max, I
want to move
have
it.
to touch type. I have to touch type because I don't use a QWERTY layout. I use Dvorak. No point looking at the keyboard. It's all wrong. Apart from the letters A and M and the numbers.
Well,
How do you start learning Dvorak?
Painfully.
Because you can't look at it, like you say. So how do you?
No, by not looking. Well, just try. Well, like just repetition and.
Let me use Dvorak.
yeah, but I'm afraid, although I have
It's
a...
just a keyboard with no.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Sai, you seem very proud of this, but you're at beginner level because Emmy has a Dvorak keyboard. I believe it's pronounced Dvorak, but anyway, she has a Dvorak keyboard.
No, it's not.
And there are...
It isn't, and I've been typing it for about 24 years.
She has no buttons, she has no letters on it. There's not even, you can't even learn the transposition.
Unlabeled.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
black.
I've had one of those.
Yeah.
In fact, I used one that came out of a Dell box. It was a Dell standard keyboard, and they just forgotten to print the letters on it, so it was completely blank.
Oh,
I think that was around the time I started learning it. It was quite good for that.
There were thousands. That's like a misprinted coin. You should have put it on eBay, man.
I guess you're in the lucky position of having to use the same computer a lot for your job.
No, it doesn't really matter. Everything can change.
Yes, but I mean,
So-
if I, for example, if I
Off
go
my
to a
phones.
customer site, I can't just go, oh, I'm just going to stick Dvorak on or whatever it is. I can't do that.
Dvorak, and but that's fine because I can switch on the fly. It's just a mental switch, like knowing two languages. Although I'm not so good on QWERTY these days.
I can't
I could do it
actually.
if I have to.
I thought Dvorak was a Czechoslovakian bloke, and that's how you pronounce it.
No, not his name.
Not his name.
There's a couple of different ways of pronouncing that surname. He's a Dvorak. He's an American anyway.
Is he a Polish American?
Oh, he was. He's dead now.
Ah, fuck's sake. What did you do?
American Polish descent.
I'm in the wrong car. Can I have an extension, please?
Chop chop.
Thanks. Okay.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Now we can hear every button press. Oh, you're going on the bus. This one's got a long.
Oh, well, that's the
fast rate.
sensitivity. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll turn the sensitivity
yeah,
off
you're-
auto again then.
You're much louder than the button presses, though. Like, I think it's trying to get rid of them. I mean, the pad itself, so I don't understand what a button press sounds like, because they're always going to sound kind of much the same. How are you so much faster? Yeah, sod that.
Well, so much for the long straight. No one's actually driving in a straight line.
I will round the next lap. Ah, interesting choice of lanes. As I said, I spent 10 years commercially writing professional racing games, and I never got any better at it.
But writing commercial racing games.
Yeah, that's what I did. That was pretty much all I did for a large part of my career, and I'm awful at them.
You definitely misheard me.
Well, when I've played on this stream, Blood Rage generally seems to be first place all the time, so I guess she just understands vehicles better than everyone else.
Oh, I understand them. I
don't know about that.
I'd like just not braking, and that doesn't do well in this game.
So there's a game idea for you. Longest distance travelled by driving as gently as possible for the game.
Isn't that my...
That was already in GTA 5.
What was it called? My Summer Car? There's a few of those. Desert Bus Simulator, My Summer Car, where you just have to just do a road trip across America. And they're exactly as boring. You know, buy snacks, buy fuel, drive in a straight line for 30 hours.
I think the summer car thing is a Finnish simulation.
Simulating the whole of Finland?
No, but like the Finnish experience and the like subculture dealing with home-tuned cars and such.
I was under the impression in Finland, modified cars were not legal.
That's Germany.
No,
Well,
Germany you have to have TUV approved modifications. But the reason I have this is because I had a friend, a Finnish friend over, and he was blown away by the fact my car had a bigger exhaust on it. And I'm like, this is nothing. But he said, yeah, in Finland, you're not allowed to modify cars because of your much more dangerous driving conditions. It becomes dangerous. And I was like, oh, but I've always been under the impression you weren't allowed to modify cars pretty much at all in Finland.
it might be. There is like a subculture. Like I guess it's like revolves like, driving so cheap cars that you end up repairing them.
Gotcha.
And then like spend the time with car in that sense. So it's not about modding, but like repairing it constantly.
Yeah, I mean the important phrase to use in the UK is manufacturer approved modifications, which is what I've got on my car. So here is a moral question for you. For side, is Finland real? Discuss.
Is this
Is it not a
moral
country
question?
registered in the UN?
I don't know, but that could be
That
could be faked. Could be all a massive underground bunker full of lizard people, and they just fill in the appropriate paperwork so we think it's real. I mean, I've never
So
been to
it's
Finland.
like a plot for the Pacific states to have more fishing rights or something.
Oh right, so like it's just Poland own Finland just so they can get access to the coast.
No, Japan.
God, in Japan there's plenty of fishing rights. Why do they need access to the coast?
I forgot what's the canon story on that.
I've heard that one too.
What? Japan's not real? Japan owns Finland? What story? Japan
No,
can't fit?
Finland
That
is
Finland is fake as a thing by the Japanese.
and they get
Birds aren't real.
by like treating the water as a landmass that nobody comes to look.
Well, that's not quite true. So birds are definitely real. As I said, the pandemic obviously is not real. The only reason the government wanted to stay home is that they can change the batteries in all the birds.
I was going to say the bird poo level is real.
I love it. Oh my god, I love it.
Well, because they're obviously
Did you
surveillance
cut that one
devices.
off of the birds aren't real Reddit?
No, I actually had a young lady I was canoodling with many moons ago, and her brother firmly believed, without no joke, no ha ha ha, that there were AI-driven robots that with human flesh. I'm like, what, like the Terminator? He goes, yeah, like that, and they would infiltrate like green activist groups and stuff, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even know where to begin with how wrong you are on this. Like, no, there isn't. Or we could buy them. To be fair, the same person, I also fixed their Breville. their toasted sandwich maker. And the first thing he did is have a strawberry jam toasted sandwich, and didn't wait for it to cool. So not the brightest spot.
It's not
That
like
sounds
intelligent
awesome, apart
operators
from
will
that
sell
bit.
their tech in open market. So that we can't buy them is not a good argument that they don't exist.
If we can't buy them,
Are you
and
sure this isn't Max?
no, I'm sure. No, Schalke, if I can't buy them and there are no knockoffs from the Japanese or Russian market, it's not real. This is the argument.
Right.
So antiques don't exist.
Well, this is
Antiques
The
don't
option
exist.
is always that it's a foreign superpower having a secret weapon. That's
Well-
always one of the more plausible options.
sorry, Max. You arguing I can't buy knockoff antiques from China? Because I assure you I can.
No, I was just thinking the whole just focus on the syntax of the word buying and then being you can't buy the technology, but yeah.
Well, as I said, this is the argument against there being a hidden cure for cancer that has been kept quiet by the Americans. China don't give a shit. There's a cure for China. If there's a cure for China, if there's a cure for cancer, they would just charge you a small amount of money, fly you out, fix you up, fly you back. They would just offer a service. They don't give a shit about US patents, and you've got the air-powered car and the water-powered car. I'm like, if China they don't give a shit. Tires are designed to wear out quicker. It's like if you could sell a tire that never wore out, a Chinese company would start up, sell the whole world tires, and then retire on the trillions of dollars they owned. They don't have any long-term plans.
But light bulbs.
Yeah, well, this is what it was.
Sorry, incandescent light bulbs. That one actually was a consortium thing that happened worldwide, and it was way back in like the early 1900s.
Yes, but these days there's a little bit. Obviously, it's quite hard to order in the 1900s. Quite hard to order light bulbs from China, whereas nowadays, much easier. And this is what I said to Jay about the nightlight I've got that doesn't run warm at all. It's super duper efficient, and it's super duper under regulated, whatever it's called, so it will last a long time.
Can we give me a second on the upgrades here, please? There you go.
You just
It sounds so
downgraded your
cool it
car.
wouldn't ever feature in a logic puzzle about light bulbs.
I do actually have a great
Well,
logic
there's a-
puzzle for you,
why
but
is
it's on the wrong computer. I don't know.
Clive.
Jay,
Clive did an
your-
explanation about the light bulbs.
Yes, Jay, you were at 232 and then you decided to start fucking around with the car. Change the engine up a class, then done.
But I added armor to it, and then it decided to fuck about because I've never tried this car.
I would generally go with don't bother with armor until you find it's too weak. But yeah, I do have a good logic puzzle for you.
Unless if you're in a hearse, in which case armor the shit out of it.
But it's on the other computer.
What is the maximum for the B class?
I don't know, 230 odd.
235.
It will tell you when you exceed it.
235.
234.
Yeah.
I've exceeded it.
There you go.
I've got no idea if it was any good. I've never touched it.
What is it? I don't know what that is. I like the Razor because it's front wheel drive, so I can pull it out of corners. Oh, Max is off with his 4-wheel drive though. Oh my god, that didn't go well.
First corner. I wanted to get really
Yep.
dogpiley.
It's like it's live for speed all over again. Oh! Shortcut. Oh, I'd like a wheel, Si.
Oh, the girls are on me. The girls are on me.
I might do that to my actual car.
I need to cover myself in honey if I do that.
What, to attract some wasps as well? Sorry, love, can't get turned on unless there's a whole bunch of wasps. What do you call a group of wasps? I don't know what the collective noun is.
Come in honey and food for lesbians.
A fucking owl of wasps.
That's what the saying goes.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What are the lesbians going to do? Lick the honey off you?
That's more like.
Throw wasps at
I
you?
don't know either.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Everyone loves honey.
I don't know what to say. I'm just repeating the stupidness.
Yeah. I try to remember what it's from. I do know the phrase. I think I've seen it on a T-shirt before.
Oh yeah, my wheels are
A
cool.
red dwarf or something like that.
No,
What's that?
there was a bit where Rimmer was like,
Sounds
you
like
can oil me up, you can do freaky things with your tongue, but I won't crack. No, sir. Get off. Who's sitting on top of me? I'm liking this car. It's front-wheel drive, so I can go with a more foot flat to the floor approach to cornering. Okay. I'm just seeing bits of pink on the track, and I think I'm the only pink car, so that makes me feel a bit sad. Oh, bit fast there, Max.
Are we?
Bit fast there, Si.
It used to be a bit squishy.
That was after slowing down as well. Goddamn momentum.
Inertia.
Momentum.
Yeah. Inertia is not wanting to change its state, and momentum is just how much state it's got. But can anyone give me a concise description of moment of inertia?
Put it this way: the mud bank that I hit had quite a lot of inertia.
What about moment of inertia then?
What about it?
What's that then?
Moment of inertia, is that to do with angles?
Yeah, sure. It's related to angles.
What are you doing in the middle of the fucking game?
Oh, just because we mentioned inertia and momentum, and then there is a real thing called moment of inertia.
No, there's 3 people that just quit in the middle of the race.
What's that got to do with
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
been
physics?
quite a long time since I did physics at school.
I don't think we would have covered it in school.
Moment of inertia might have
Yeah.
to do with things spinning, and they are like spinning more favorably along one axis over other.
Oh, I'm going to give Shakro a 7.5 out of 10 for his description. Yeah, it's how easy an object is to start or stop rotating around a given axis. So a pen, for example, is much easier to start spinning around one axis than the other.
Oh, this reminds me of the thing about when you flip something, it will start rotating around its long axis. Have you seen that demonstration? Well, I say if you've seen the demonstration, you can prove it for yourself. It's something like a TV remote.
Is this the T-shaped one that they spun around
Like
in orbit?
wing
and
nuts
it
in
keeps-
space.
Yeah, they're weird, aren't they? It's one of those, like, if
That demonstrates it quite nicely, yeah.
if NASA were genuinely faking all the space footage on the ISS, which some people believe, they wouldn't do that because it looks so fake.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, you mean like when it ticks and tocks back and forth?
yeah, like that's not how physics
Like
works.
a wing nut that's spinning around its, yeah.
Yeah, as a good demonstration, it does a T-shaped piece of metal. He spins it, around the long part of the T, and about every second, it just rotates exactly 180 degrees, stops, and then rotates back again. It's the weirdest looking thing. Good job, Esmir.
Yeah, but you can also, like, if you get something like a regular TV remote and you flip it over in your hand around its shortest axis, that's easy.
Yes.
And you can also do it around the second shortest.
This is why, when they toss the caber, they toss it the long way rather than the short way, because that'd be really easy. Your car's a bit knackered size, so it just says bad to the bone on it.
Oh, you can flip it on its shortest or it's on its longest, but the middle axis it will flip.
Can't think of any other cool physics terms off the top of my head. Oh my god.
like there's position, and its derivative is speed, and that's derivative is acceleration, and that's derivative is jerk, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying, it is a bit derivative, isn't it? Ironically, I only know about jerk because you have to deal with it a lot in 3D printing. So acceleration is defined in jerk. As my printer's like 5 meters per second squared or something.
Oh, second is squared.
No, but it's like it's some silly number, but it's not a useful number. You just choose jerk, and you crank it up or down. My printer has very high jerk.
Nice.
That's not you.
What's not me? I'm not a jerk. No, fuck you.
Your printer's jerk.
I am not the printer's jerk.
What did you say about your logic problem? It's on your other computer.
Yeah. It's mostly a joke, but it's quite interesting. Mildly interesting. Damn it! Ram her, not me! Kill the one in the dress! Oh! There's a bit of a landing there, Si. Try and land on your wheels, not the side of your car.
I'm in 6th place.
Now imagine what place you'd be
I'm
if
in
you landed on your
7th
wheels. Ah, this one's a little top heavy. I say it's the way I like it, but I like them low and squat. And now on to cars.
Didn't you say that you like your pictures young and hot?
I like my what, sorry?
That there's nothing better than a miniature pizza. That's gonna be very young and hot.
There's nothing better than a miniature pizza. Blood Bros. God damn. No, it's no, it's
I
like,
did what you see there
I like my coffee like I like my women. Black and with a spoon in
in a
them.
plastic cup.
No, the other one is I like my coffee like I like slavery. No, I like my coffee like I like my slaves. Free. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm knackered.
Yeah.
I think, Si, it's going to be a fight for 17th place between you and me.
Okay, you're on. If you could just kindly crash into a sidewall.
I'm so knackered, I'm surprised I'm not just leaking fuel. Yeah, I can only turn in one direction. So I have to settle for just killing you. Now you're getting away.
Yeah, you have to catch me first.
I can't turn in either direction. No, there's a straight coming up. That's when I'm going to make my move.
So you're saying all I have to do is go around a corner and I'm away?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, yep. No! Unfortunately, you're at the other end of the straight for me now. No!
Jay's trying to help you.
Yay! Thanks, Jay. Wait, how come Max has got full health?
I can't turn either.
I look forward to each of you coming to visit me in turn, and I shall make you play WreckFest on the motion chair. And I shall just turn off all the smoothing. That'll teach you.
That's right, never go round Adam's house.
Get in the chair! I put a padlock on the belt.
Kinky.
Remember the
You're
difference.
allowed to leave once you've had sufficient punishment.
Remember the difference between kinky and perverted is the difference between using the feather and using the whole chicken. Oh! Oh! No, that's it. I am done for. I'm done for in a particularly special way. Mother says I'm a special boy, and I really am with that landing. You can all look at me as you go past.
Oh, I just got screwed by Max.
I know.
Oh, damn, so close.
You were doing good though. You were really catching up. Thanks.
Until you messed up, and it was just like, oh, this is our chance, this is our chance.
Yeah, I can't believe I messed up.
Get him!
Then you recovered.
Yeah, I managed to recover.
Yeah.
Well, you boys, got all the lap to go, crack on.
I don't. I'm stuck over a fence with half a car.
You're not.
You're being stuck.
Jay, what the hell?
I'm stuck under Adam.
I wonder why my
wheel.
I wonder why my chair suddenly started to move around.
I'll see. Even though you've retired, you're still sort of like getting it.
Yeah, the game doesn't. I mean, the motion platform introspection software has no idea of game state at all. It's just tied to the physics of that vehicle.
But surely the game would say, "Oh, you've retired, therefore stop doing that and put it back to normal."
Nope.
It's the game, isn't it?
I will let you know, Max, at which point
The game
the
designers
chair.
will have to be aware.
There you go. It's just delinked at that point when I hit next. I'll do that track backwards. But no, it's still no.
So it must be something to do with the fact that you're still a physics object in the game. Cause I think they have to show you something while you're looking at the engine and things, don't they?
So the moment I
If
hit,
you're looking at someone else's car, you don't get their physics.
no,
you
I just get my physics. Yeah. So the physics didn't disappear until I started to load the next track. So I have to put up with, like, if the AI is driving me around and I'm in a menu, the chair moves around. There's nothing I can do about that. Who's that just joined us?
Me.
Hey Henry. Are you coming to show us how it's done?
Yes.
You heard it.
I quit now.
You heard it here, boys.
The fear from me.
Yeah, you sound terrifying. Are you here to kill us? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, can do.
Well, the Fallen Blade.
Not actually server.
Try harder.
You're
I'm
supposed to
trying
try
as hard
to
as I can.
recover your being a werewolf. You don't say that I'm gonna kill you all.
You say that, but
I like how this starts measuring your ping in seconds when it gets too high.
I have actually won rounds of werewolves by just saying I am the werewolf, kill me. I've also not been the werewolf and said I am the werewolf and everybody killed me and I'm like, I'm wrong, I was the crone.
You win.
No, I immediately lost, but the point was everybody else lost the key player by people voting me. I'm like, alright, then I am the werewolf. We got you. No, you didn't. Just waiting for our Henry to join. Waiting for
Why can I not connect?
Are you joining directly or are you joining like via friends?
Via friends?
Who are you trying to join?
Well, just generally friends server. It says there are friends here. Join this one.
I don't know why. I mean, there's
Not the Steam friends.
yeah, there's gap there. I mean, everybody else is in just fine. I've just realised probably for you calling yourself the Big H is probably not a great nickname, is it?
Probably not. Why?
Well, heroin. It's like calling yourself
Yeah,
the Big
probably.
C. It's not going to be a good.
Yeah, they're big C's on the chase and the chaser.
On the what? On the what?
Chase and beat the chasers. On 2 game shows.
They call them
Massive fucking scene.
They call them the. They call them
No, they
the
call
big
them
C.
the big sea. They walk
Right.
out through. They sit at the end of a giant sea.
Bloodrose, what's your avatar of? I can't tell. It's too small. Wait, I can do
Verifying.
view profile. It's a lady, a bleeding lady.
Did you say a bleeding lady?
Yeah.
Bleeding lady.
Sort of.
Talking about the border.
There we go.
You know, kind of raccoon.
Oh,
I'd like to join you on Tuesday for werewolves,
good.
but I'm guessing something will prevent that from happening.
Excellent.
I'll need to add you to Ubisoft Friends because I think that's the only way I'll be able to.
Didn't we
Join your
play
game.
Star Trek together? Bloodrose, I'm touched at your choice of rarest achievements because you've got 2 Fortress Craft ones, thank you. Even though I'm pretty sure that one you cheated on.
Good to go.
Which one?
Let's Party Like It's 1999? Isn't that the 50 people in your world one? Like some of them, they just look, well, they are possible in theory, but I don't think anyone's got them legitimately. It can also be a bug,
I've
though.
posted my
Wow, Jay is way off in front. Not a good place to be. In front on the first corner. Bye.
Bye. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think Max has finally found his car. I mean, it's a bit. Oh, the spoilers come off. The backs come off, Max.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Okay, now. God damn it! How?
How is Esmir still alive?
How is Bloodrose still going in the right direction?
Hacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting.
Skills.
Same difference.
Combination of both.
As Arthur C. Clarke once famously said, good enough skills are indistinguishable from hacks.
He was well ahead of his time, that guy.
He really was.
Didn't register his Twitter handle in time, though, did he? Should
No.
have seen that coming.
Oh, fuck!
Well, my kids asked each other the other day, what's Twitter?
Really?
And they concluded it was something they didn't need. They don't know, simple as that.
Well, Twitter is not a
They're more-
young person. That's more TikTok and Roblox.
Yeah. Well, they're playing Minecraft and doing that. But they've worked out that if you use the Xbox game bar to record videos, you can then do something with them. But it's like, share them where? Twitter? What's that then?
I love that interview with Arthur C. Clarke where he's sort of talking futurology and he's saying, you know, the computer will simply be a device taking up no more than one room in the home, and the man will come home from the office and he will say to the wife in the kitchen, I'm going to use the computer now.
Yeah. I remember when we had a computer room. You had a room the computer was in, and you're like, I'm going to go and spend the evening on the computer.
And so it ever was.
And
What?
he went online.
Yeah, I'm going on the internet for a bit, yeah.
Don't use the phone line was the implication.
But that was usually an indication of stay off the fucking phone.
Yeah.
My mum used to pick up the extension and shout so that her voice came out of my modem that it was dinner time.
Wasn't it?
So you're younger than I am. I moved out when I was 18, so I had exclusive use of the telephone line.
No, I do like the, in the old days, the computers used to scream down the phone lines to get on the internet.
Yeah. They still do. It's still perfectly valid. Still works.
I don't think there's many modem places left though.
Oh, there aren't, but there's well, you can direct dial. You can still direct dial.
Well,
That's true. That's
There's
what ADSL.
hearable
That's
ranges.
technically screened on the phone. It's just a frequency
Yeah.
you can't hear.
Yeah, ADSL is doing just the same thing, just lots of them at the same time.
but I
A lot
d-
higher frequency.
are there any
Some of
ISPs
you
that
poor copper peasants out there.
are there any ISPs that still offer dial-up? I'm assuming there are a couple,
Yeah,
but
must
it's
be.
far and few between.
Oh yeah, for
No,
for
no.
very rural
Sorry,
areas.
sorry,
Oh, yeah.
in civilized countries. Sorry, I should have been
British.
clear.
I'm sure there will be. There'll be people doing it as a hobby thing anyway, won't there?
There are, even in the UK, I think there must be one or two, but I mean, if you've got a modem either end of the phone line, you don't need an ISP. You know, if
Now you've got
one
Starlink.
Not in the UK.
We don't have Starlink.
Not in the UK.
No,
In
not
the
yet.
UK, you haven't had that yet.
Not even-
We can certainly order it. I don't know if anyone's got it here yet.
Well, yeah, I can also order fibre, but it doesn't mean I'm going to get it in a hurry.
Well, they tell you when you're expected to get it when you place the order.
Yeah, no,
All brand? Isn't that nice fibre?
Tad he's trying to see if he can get Starlink, and it's like, well, you know, maybe at some point.
Well, we're within range, aren't we? I think it skirts the bottom edge of the country at least.
Wow, brilliant. But I live in... Haha, fuck you, Henry. I live in the north.
Bastard. Is that north of Watford Gap?
No, that's just the north of Watford Gap. I live in the north. Not north, the north.
Tut north.
No, I'm not that
Tut
far north. A little bit, you have to go a little bit, you have to go north of Leeds to hit Tut. So down here, they just skip the definitive article rather than corrupt it.
So you're
I
up
think my
north.
joystick has been applying a brake or clutch the whole time for me.
Oops.
Whoops.
A clutch will only make a difference if you are on manual gears, I think. But doesn't. Yeah, you should fix that.
Taking a second.
That thing actually do anything on the side there, isn't it? On the right hand side. It's like a gear stick or something.
Do what?
Does the gear stick do anything? I assume it's a gear stick on the right hand side of your vehicle.
Oh, I don't know.
We should. That's the thing. I think we should have races like, but we should be able to. Adam's right. We should be able to sort of say everyone gets in the lawnmower and has a race.
Yeah, we can only do it.
The lawnmower would be hilarious.
We can only do it manually, I'm afraid.
Yeah, just to trust each other.
There is the rarest achievement in this game, which is drive a collective amount of 1 hour in the lawnmower.
Wow.
Wow.
That doesn't seem very hard
Ain't
to
nobody
get.
got time for that.
Well, that's an hour. Well, see, you don't need to drive it. You can
Can
just
you
sit there in a race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's an hour in that lawnmower.
sit like a really long race, just sit there.
Well, just start a race and don't complete it. Just leave it running.
Yeah. But then you won't you time out?
Well, that's. I haven't actually looked at the achievements for this game. I haven't.
Achieve.
I haven't even got Wreck 100 cars. Wreck 50 opponents with the school bus. Oh. Reach 130 miles an hour with the rocket. 130. What track would you do that on, I wonder?
Yeah, I tried it on that Eagles Peak, and oh my god, I could only get it up
You need long
to.
range gears, probably.
Yep.
I could only get it up to about 190 kilometers an hour.
But, I
Not
mean,
the long range. Is it long range? Long
yeah.
shift.
well, no, that's not the issue. The issue is you need enough room. But on this level, this is probably one of the faster tracks. That straight is long, but even so, that's a hell of a speed.
I had topped my speed out. I don't know how to get it.
And what if the ground was
There's
moving
gotta
in
be
the
one-
opposite direction at the exact same speed
Down.
as you're
Could you take off?
going?
Do I have wings on my car? First question. It's Scaramanga's car
Not after
from
the
the Man
first
with the Golden
Yeah,
Gun.
not the corner. Very good sign.
Shove in the correct car in his TriStar.
I don't know. He has 13 seconds to change his mind, though. Why is Level Machine said sad face.
Change.
Quick.
Wow. I'm not in the game.
Oh,
Got
well.
crashed out.
We shall wait. Chop chop.
I'm back.
Can someone just type question mark at level machine? I can't tell if that's a sad face or a fangs. Oh. So he could have typed wait, instead he typed fangs.
No, good thanks for stopping the race ready so that
Yeah.
you can change his
Oh,
car.
no, I got that bit, but instead I would have typed, if I only had time, and I only could type 2 letters, I'd type the letter W and the number 8. Rather than colon, open, square brace.
There we go.
Yeah, sure, join.
Yeah, because he just crashed. Ah, what?
Isn't that normal for short form?
The best I can type is W5. I've only got numbers 1 to... Oh no, I can type W6.
I was messing with my controller settings. It was something to do with that. Now I've changed controller. And hopefully not applying blood shot constantly now.
Ah, Blood Rosen's in front of me. Let's see, get out of the way for this corner then. No, you don't. Less of that. Get out of the way, Chowker. No!
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Sneaking around the inside, Adam, saw you.
Ah. Bloody hell. What the hell is level... Well, his nickname's supposed to be Machine, isn't it? He is the Machine. But yeah, no you don't. So the best way to do good laps on this one is to take the straights too fast and bounce off someone into the corner. Just because you're going to have someone waiting on the corner to help you. Right. Oh, there's been a pile up back there. Excellent.
Yeah, using the sides of other cars to correct your oversteer can be quite handy as well.
So there was a interview with the whatever his name is, blokey, Gran Turismo 3 blokey, because it was going to have online play, and he, you know, one of the questions was asked by a Western magazine, what do you know about people, you know, ramming each other and cheating, and you know, using other players as brakes? And the response was, no, players wouldn't do that online. And the journalist was like, yeah, they will. But apparently, because of that interview and the journalist just saying, you need to play some more online racing games because that'll happen, it delayed Gran Turismo 3 by like 18 months so they could try and solve that issue. No one had considered that people wouldn't play fairly. They would do anything other than race as you would on a real racetrack. 'Cause on a real racetrack, you'll get black flagged. But,
or die.
Or die, yeah. But in Burnout, black flag is get off the course now. You are out of this race. Get off. That's it. You're done. But yeah, in Burnout, we had a concept of, you know, wrecking each other's cars, but we also had this very complex concept of whose fault it was. And it's really difficult. This is, you know, insurance people. That's what they do. Is they work out whose fault it is, and also we had to have a computer doing the same thing. So it's very hard because obviously, if the game could determine whose fault it was, people would work out the rules, and I guarantee you they'd work it out. So they would wreck you and make the computer think it was your fault. But yeah, Gran Turismo, because it had no car damage, I always used to just use the AI. I never brake for a corner, I just used the AI in front of me as a mobile braking zone. Come on, come on, Max, come on. Push it harder, spin out. Take Esmir with you.
If possible. Not close enough to spin out and take her out with me. I'll buy a nice pizza then. Wait for James Bond, the movie to come out. It's James Bond movie, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm getting up to 98 miles and at the end of the straight on this track. This is a B car though.
What's that, kilometres?
I wouldn't know, Henry. I'm not foreign. And yes, you will notice that when it suits me, Imperial is the best, and when it suits me, Imperial is the worst. So temperature, metric. Distance and speed, Imperial.
Thanks. Okay.
99 miles an hour. I think I've run out of digits in my speedo.
A lot of things you buy are being metric, because that's why they're sold in the shop.
Yeah, 99 miles an hour, or as I really like to call it, second gear.
Gears.
Sounds like that song Beep Beep.
I can get to 99 miles an hour in first gear.
Well, you beat me there. I can only do 83 in first gear. Or was that 87? I don't know. I haven't done it in quite a while.
I have to be going downhill though with a wind behind me.
Blowing wind.
I just had to be sure there's no police around.
Ah, crap.
No.
Yeah, I can never seem to manage that one. There's always one in the car.
No, this is absolutely
Extra sell.
on the bike. If I am booting it from 30 up to motorway speed, I have to be careful. If I don't pay attention, I can easily finish a slip road at 130 plus,
Oh,
no
shoot.
problems. Like, because you're not looking at the speedo, so you just give it some welly. And I've regularly hit 100 and then slow back down before I hit the motorway, going, yeah, no, not that much. As I've said before, I don't want to be that person. That's more horsepower than anyone really needs.
How do you solve that?
By not,
Is that solvable?
well, yeah.
You don't boot it.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you work up slowly and keep looking down. That's stupid. Surely
Being-
you must be able to
Be-
feel for it, or can you get like a heads-up display to go in your helmet?
So, you can get heads-up display in your helmet, but they're crap and laggy. The other thing about feel is your arse is a very bad indicator of acceleration. Hence why I'm sitting in the motion share and it's pretty convincing. Like if you were on my bike, Max, and you were to accelerate at half throttle or a quarter throttle or 3/4, you probably couldn't tell the difference. You'd be like, these are all lots. The main thing is not to twist throttle the whole way, or not to have a 870 brake horsepower per ton, I think it is. That's the so if it was in this game, it would be 870 in that middle column. But yeah, it's just not being too enthusiastic.
Yeah, we can't really feel acceleration. It's not like we have It's not like you have an extra sense for acceleration. It's just you can just feel bits of your body pressing into other bits of your body.
Yeah,
Direction is down.
it's how much.
Is that behind you?
It's how much down has moved to back. I mean, my bike will do 1 G of acceleration, so my inner ear fluid will slosh up to 45 degrees. But that's not a very good way of determining anything. Plus, I have to change gear like 5
Yeah,
seconds.
because it makes it feel like you're... Because that's the same as looking up at 45 degrees.
Yeah, but
On its own, it's a terrible
Yeah.
indicator.
Yeah.
Well,
If you like spin
1.4
around,
4G technically.
if I spin around...
that will get busy because the water will keep momentum.
Yeah, no, Chakra's
It's
quite
not like
correct.
the water is rushing in a...
Yeah, well, Chakra's quite correct. That's one other way of solving accelerating too hard. Just spin around. Definitely will solve the acceleration too much problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but the water is not going at a degree like a 45.
Yeah. So this is why one of the solutions to VR sickness is when you are locomoting in a game, just jog on the spot. The movement's enough to fool your brain into going, oh, something's happening. It'll do. It's not a great way of doing it, but it does work and makes you feel like a pillock too.
Something's better. Well, as you said from your motion platform, it's not particularly vast quantities of motion you're being given, but it's enough, even in space sims, to give you your brain to say, "Oh, something's happening. I'll put up." You know?
Yeah, there's enough going on with the rig, so my brain can't quickly go, "I'm still." Something's happening. Fuck off!
The other way that they could solve it in these games is if you're in a space flying sim, that every time before you set off, your in-game character drinks a pile of poison. That way it makes sense.
Brilliant. So I would feel sick, but at least I'd have a reason to feel sick. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Or I just have to fill out so many custom declarations forms in the game that I never get to fly the spaceship, thus solving feeling sick entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's just Paper Please, the spaceship edition.
There was. I don't know what happened to it, but I remember seeing a video from a company that was working on something that looked like a pair of headphones, but was supposed to stir around your ears.
Yes, I mentioned these a couple of nights ago.
Phone conducting ones.
Yeah, no, they do exist.
What happened to it?
There are issues with them, starting with if you use them too much, they knacker up all the hairs in your ear. So they're good. The military would use them to disorientate you and make you feel sick. And they can be used in reverse, but at the moment, it's not a safe technology. Not at all. There was an article on it on Road to VR because people are developing it, but you need to get it right. You can't damage people's balance and hearing permanently. That would be bad. Yeah, that's a good solution.
Something loud burning.
Well, you can do it. There's a
Yeah, 'cause when I heard about that, I was
Yeah.
thinking it would have to do something very precise to simulate, to correspond to what you were seeing on screen. But then you were saying about jogging on the spot being enough to sort of counter sickness. Maybe it doesn't have to be that
Well, so far,
precise.
100% I have not felt sick in any VR game on the motion rig. And it's good. The motion rig is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not that accurate. And I'd love to do some investigation and see, for example, if I was sitting in an office chair and it could spin. Maybe it can spin 10 degrees left and right at half a G. Is that enough? Does it need to be 2 degrees of freedom? Is it the acceleration? Is it the rate? Is it the angle? What is the minimum requirement to make VR sickness just go?
I mean, maybe you're just driving too gently to feel sick. Try winning some races. See if you still feel not sick.
Wait, what position are you in?
I think the synchronicity might be an important one also.
Burn.
It has to be immediate feedback.
Sorry, what position are you in?
Having a full summit.
Can't hear you. My hairs in my ears have gone. I can't hear you.
It's easy to win a race. I just have to ban Blood Rose from playing. See?
Where's the fun in that?
She barely trash talks. It's no fun at all. She just razor sharp focus and determination. She's like John Wick in a car. Oh, Joan Wick. Excellent.
John Woman.
No, Joan Wick. Joan Woman.
Your joke, but worse.
Yes, absolutely. There should be a whole Reddit on that. I'm pretty sure I always take this corner wrong. I should go to the outside and cut across the apex, not like that.
Is it the one with the post that you have to go around?
No, it's the final one, which will be on the outside and then cut in. I noticed Blood Rose is avoiding all the jumps on the switchback by zigzagging.
That was unintentional, but awesome. I love it. Oh my god.
I hate you.
Oh, Henry was the one in front of me.
Oh, come on. You know that when you're in here, you have no control over where you're landing.
Yeah.
It just happened that I landed on you.
Oh.
Whoa, what's
Like
going on
Oh,
here?
well, for me.
Like a giant
Bedlam.
elephant.
I tried it.
Does everyone know what Bedlam is?
Lands in bed.
It's like Pandemonium, only less racist.
That's panda.
Isn't it sort of Bethlehem? The mental
I
asylum.
think it was. Yeah, I think it was a hospital. Yeah.
Nickname.
Well, I know what it
Yeah,
is,
that's
Si,
right.
but do you know what it is? No, I've no clue. That's actually one I would not have known. But I'm going to guess it's a mental asylum or something similar to that. Like some sort of
Yeah,
hospital.
it's someone just said it.
Yeah, I think it was
Oh,
in
well, did they?
London.
I didn't hear them. My
I've
inner
been
ears
there.
got...
It's a museum now, I think.
I live next to Thackeray Medical Museum, but I've not been in because it's just quite frankly grim. Oh, no, Shaki, see, I've tried to take the corner like that and it never works. What time is it? Oh. Oh. Which programming language do I prefer? C Sharp. C Sharp. C Sharp is lovely. C or C++. So the vast majority of commercial games are written in C++. Like most of the AAA games are in C++, but mostly for reasons of antiquity rather than preference. And we'll do one last one on Recnado, and then I shall call it.
Yes.
But
I'm going to buy a big.
oh god! Right, it's still moving me around. Oh my god! But
I'm assuming the big rig is a DLC.
no, it's single player unlock. But for amateur development, C Sharp. So C Sharp is a hair slower to execute, and I do mean that much, just a teeny bit. But it is enormously quicker to develop in. So in 1 hour, you will develop in C Sharp the same amount of code that would have taken you 5 or 10 hours in C++, also with no risk of buffer overruns.
What class are you doing now then?
We do it. Finish up with an A. But yeah, absolutely, I prefer C Sharp. C Sharp is wonderful, and I have very little bad to say about it. And I really, really, really would never want to go back to C. When I joined the games industry, all of the programmers were bitching about C++. Like, it's too slow, you can't do this in it, C++ is shit, we should be writing games in C, I've written all my games in C. All the same things you hear about C Sharp nowadays. So yeah, we played Revolt. Fun fact, Revolt was, I worked with the people who wrote Revolt. Wonderful, wonderful people, some of the cleverest I've ever met, and it was written entirely in C. Level machine is in a big rig with no... yeah, we don't have a
Alright,
rating.
it's like a big rig.
I'm getting lockups. Yeah, I'm going to have a problem in this race, I think. I don't know what these lockups are. They happen when I've been playing the game for a while. I think it's a disc-related thing. I got like massive disc spikes, and I don't know why. I don't want to be first. Great. Okay, that's for the highlight reel. Wow, how many rolls did you do then, Schalke?
At least 3.
Good. Well, there's no more risk of me being in first place, so that's good. Wow, this thing's really quick. Bit too quick. It makes such a racket scraping around the physics on the outside of the fence, though. Oh, we've lost the side.
Yeah, got wrecked.
Get wrecked, son.
Okay. Yeah.
So remember, Shakra, at some point you have to do a highlight reel of the highlight reels as well. A crash of the year.
Alright.
And then a highlight
highlight.
reel of the highlight reel of the highlight reel.
No.
Yeah, I probably should throw away some of the footage. No point of keeping most of it. I would have trouble keeping up
lost the
the
wheel.
source footage for the actual exciting bits.
Yeah, I mean, I keep all of my recordings just because I've got some very, very, very large network storage devices. Sometimes I delete it, but I've got stuff going back, well, yeah, a decade or so.
I've got plenty of space in my NAS. Should you want to put anything elsewhere?
Well, no, I've got.
Plenty of bandwidth. Should you want to upload it?
Well, remember, I've got 15 terabytes on my main NAS, and then I bought that hard drive. It's got another 15 terabytes on it, 14 terabytes on it. So I've just stuck all my easily re-downloadable stuff onto the hard drive. I don't need what's the word, reliability on that. And then the Drobo's got stuff that I can't replace. Oh, that was a good skip.
See you later.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Well, thank you, internet, for
How
watching.
did I finish there?
Yeah, you destroyed everyone. I like that track.
Beat everyone. Mahaha.
So yeah,
Beat poetry wheels.
I am off to bed now. So tomorrow is, oh thank goodness, nice calm snow runner, and then we've got Werewolves Within in VR on Tuesday. So we're going to see if Tuesday's become a VR day, because we have more people with VR, and we did avoid a whole bunch of VR stuff because we would have had to exclude Schalke, and we like Schalke. Jay obviously doesn't have VR, but for obvious reasons that's not going to be a problem. Haha. But yeah, I'll hopefully see you all again soon. Bike Rider, I hope you got my response about different languages, and thank you once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe,